something good coming right out the gate. Mayday edited the show.
You little dumbass bitch, I ain't fucking with you.
Ice, Mayday. Some people are orangutans.
Not Real Radio 119 Kiss Orifist with Orifist. Devin and Matt are here in the Not Real Radio studio. Not Real studio. Not real the same. Every week we change something up. Keep ourselves on our toes. Let's get a little more comfortable in here, right?
Every time, yeah. Gets better and better. Refining.
It is loud, and this place makes some odd noises. Next week, when we have Ted Torres on, we're going to gain the fuck out the microphones and hear the odd noises that are coming from this place. Oh, really? Going to bring a special microphone and everything.
Yeah. That'll be a good time.
We went and seen Deadpool 2. We're going to talk about that and potentially spoil it. That's always there. We're going to not try to, but if you're one of those people, then go listen to another fucking show. It's not that kind of show. We don't take this as serious as you do, but we will talk about it. Dude, I found something at Fashwave. Not Flash. What is it?
You talking to Shockwave?
No, I don't know. We'll talk about it in a second hour. It's a movie for like neo-Nazis. Not movies, music
What?
for neo-Nazis.
Oh, I did see
Let's
something
not
about
talk
that.
about
yeah,
All the
it's
rage.
pretty weird. Yeah, it's growing.
No, that's okay.
What else? We'll talk about some other stuff. I don't know. I don't feel like looking right now because I'm interested in Orifist, man. I want to know about these guys, man.
All
I
right.
want to know about these nuts. Yeah.
Allie actually brings. She's like, I got a friend Devin. They got to come on. You know, they're really good. She spoke real highly of y'all.
Why are you lying to them? That's messed up.
Yeah, he
I
built
don't
y'all
know.
up. Y'all gonna be like fucking Infinity War, built up and just goddamn. That's a high plateau to reach. But man, nice to hang out with y'all. Devin and Matt's here.
Hey.
Matt's the singer, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What do you do, Devin? You do vocals too and guitar.
A little bit of vocals when he
He's-
lets me.
Puts vocals down. He doesn't do vocals.
Oh, really?
He does
Yeah,
not,
I
yeah.
know the feeling. They mute you too? Like, yeah, we want you on this, and then just you listen to the finished version. You're like, yeah, I can still kind of hear me in there.
You know, you nuke it out with some nice effects, or you can't really tell it's me, and then we're happy with it.
All right. But you must play guitar well then, if they're letting you pretend to do vocals.
They tell me that sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes they don't want to stroke my ego too much.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Is he one of those guys that's got to get taken down a notch every once in a while?
Oh, he's already down that notch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got to build him up.
He's been down that notch.
He's like a little self-deprecating, but I don't know if that's like sarcasm or if he really feels that
No,
way.
he's pretty terrible at it. guitar.
Really?
He's
He
bad.
sucks.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, what is it? He pays for the merch to get made or
Exactly.
something?
He's got the money.
Goes in the cooler with Fagnetto? What's happening here?
He's the sugar daddy.
Yeah, how'd you get in this band if you suck so bad?
I guess.
You show up.
Desperation?
Right, yeah. You're
There was
doing a
nobody
lot.
else to really do this, so I guess we'll settle for Devin again.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
But-
he organizes everything. He does everything, basically.
Gotcha.
He really
Right.
does, yeah.
All
I'm
right.
the fucking vocalist. I don't do anything.
right. I
know
I
the
carry
feeling.
his gear.
Well, is he that good of a vocalist that y'all let him just not do anything?
He writes lyrics. I mean, that's something. I just don't. One thing
Lyrics
I
that
don't feel
no
like
one
doing.
can understand.
I'm really good at putting up with Devin. And
I gotcha.
so
And
we
he's
make
doing
a great
everything.
team.
He's
Yeah.
doing everything.
Yeah.
You staying out the way
Yeah.
and then
And I-
growl
and
into
I
the mic when you need to.
carry his things. Yeah.
You're a growler, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing to clean high parts now?
No, I'd kind of growl too.
You do too. All right. So there's no like
Just
emo-y
all
singing.
growling.
I got you. Just straight growl. Like two brawlers in the band. That's what we need. It says, I read a little bit and it said, yo, a technical death metal.
What does that
Yes.
mean, Devin?
It means it's more focusing on like the intricacies of the guitar playing, the bass playing like a little bit faster, a little bit more just complex and regular like death metal, which is kind of, I'd say more kind of like thematic, like we're trying to be evil, like Morbid Angel, stuff like that. They really weren't focusing on like, each riff. They were focusing on like a theme or a feeling. Like, how can we be more evil? And
Gotcha.
I'm
What
more
can, how
like-
can it sound more evil? You're like, how can it sound more German?
I mean, you look at,
Less emotion.
yeah. I mean, you look at bands like DSI, dude's burning an upside down cross on his forehead. So I mean,
Yeah, a lot going on with that.
I'm not going for the imagery. Nah.
Right. You just like playing technical guitar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, with Devin and I have always sort of why we've we've been playing music together for on and off for like 18 years.
Goddamn,
Right?
right.
Yeah, 2000 or so.
Been dealing with him a long
And
time.
yeah, right.
You
and,
think
He
would-
takes breaks though.
You're like,
Yeah.
he'll get better sooner or later.
He'll learn how to play.
He's dedicated than a motherfucker.
It's like, oh, I've had enough of Devin for a while. I need a break. So a couple years later, we
But,
get back together.
But yeah, one of the things that like why we enjoy working together is because we don't take it seriously. You know, like we don't try to like fit like the metal mold necessarily.
one, right?
We just there's a metal mold.
There is. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought about today, and I'm like, no, man, that's just me being stupid. Because, like, thinking about the show and always fucking with metal bands, like, I want to know who are they actually trying to emulate. Because
Yeah.
all of them seem like they're really trying hard to emulate something. I just want to know what that something
Yeah.
is. Like, where are they all looking to? But then I'm like, you know what? Every
That,
genre
yeah.
is like that.
Yeah.
Like, every genre really is. Like, every fucking cowboy, well, I guess one guy will be like, I'm not wearing a hat. But, I mean, most of them, all
That would
the
be me.
country singers all look the same, right?
I'd be the
that dude-
hatless cowboy.
You got to find like your individuality in like a cult
yeah.
that everybody's molded to look the same.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. I mean, and I mean, I think it's boring as fuck. You know, like it got old like a year into it once I
'Cause
stopped being a teenager.
how do you stand out when everybody looks the same?
Well,
kind
it's
of
pretty
thing?
easy these days with the internet, I think. Like, you know, people are just listening to music, you know? Like, it's so easy to get your music out there. We've benefited from that a lot, just like basically starting off. And we've gained a lot of traction outside of Louisiana, outside of like what used to be the only market that we could be in.
Yeah, yeah.
And now it's like
you can reach out.
yeah, I mean, like all over the world. You know, it's been really cool, and a lot of that is just because it's the music. It has nothing to do with the image or like what you look like on a stage. It's just people like the music, so they're sharing it with people. It's
Right.
cool.
You don't have, it's not based solely on your live performances.
Exactly. Yeah.
You got further reach with your actually recorded material. How
Yeah.
much do y'all have recorded as Orifist? Just this one?
Yeah.
Y'all got one right now, Behold
5.
the Fortunate?
5 songs. Yeah. Yeah, this
Alright.
basically kind of started off. I think Devin approached me and was just like, "Hey, we're getting old." He was about to have a kid, and like he's like, "Let's like record something. Let's just record something good."
He's having one of them
we can
moments.
have-
Better
we
do
can-
it now.
Yeah, so we can have something good to listen to one day. Like it'll be cool to listen
years
back
from
to
now.
it. Yeah, and that's what we did. And then like it kind of kept turning into more.
Right, keep
So,
doing. Yeah, look, it gives me a good excuse to get away from all this shit for an hour or two.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
4 or 5, right, 8. Then you get in trouble because it's
Yeah.
getting late and you're just getting home.
Yeah.
you?
It's just supposed to be 2 hours. Sometimes that shit happens. You get one of them good
Bitch,
creative
I'm
nights.
tired of waiting.
Just keep working.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool because then, like you said, I guess I had a question down. What makes y'all different? And I think that could be it that y'all doing just because that
We
you
like
love
it.
to do it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
You're not trying to
Yeah.
fit a mold as much as we got no reason to do this except to entertain ourselves.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and I would say that's. I mean, I don't know. Like, you're not gonna make a career out of death metal anyway. So, like, you have to like it. I mean, you have to be doing it because you enjoy it. If you're doing
Yeah,
it for
you're
the
playing it
money,
for yourself,
if you're doing
you
it for the
know?
money, you should stop.
It's probably not that fun anymore.
Consign, bro.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, next thing you know, you're doing cover band music at a fucking casino. You're like, how did my life get here?
Do you know somebody who can get me on there?
No, I don't know none of those people.
Didn't you mention him earlier?
No. I don't know what y'all talking about.
He just fucking hates us.
I'm pretty sure I know him.
So, man, y'all started off when y'all were around 18. What kind of music were y'all doing then?
I was 18. Devin was 16.
Holy shit.
He
I was underage, in case anyone was wondering.
He
What
auditioned
happened?
for our first band over the phone. He like put the phone next to his like little amp. And what did you play? You played some Metallica or something, maybe?
Or Slayer, whatever
Or
I was.
Slayer. I can't remember.
Hopelessly in at that time.
You're 16. How do you even find out these guys are looking for somebody?
It was
We had a
a
mutual
mutual
friend.
friend of ours.
All right. Now,
Some
like,
guy
call
that I
these
worked
guys
with
up.
that he went to high school with was like, hey, some friends of mine are looking for a guitar player. I know you're a guitar player. Are you interested? So, why don't you give him a shout? And
So you're 16 years old. How are you considered a guitar player? Like you
He was
started
pretty
playing.
good. He was actually pretty good.
How what age did you
he was
start
good
this at?
compared to like, what we were used to.
Right.
As high school guitar players, he impressed us.
Doesn't have any hair yet on his balls, but he's pretty good guitar player.
He really liked Umbro shorts. He wore those a lot. That's like my main memory of him.
Those
from
are
back
treasures. You shut up.
What age do you pick up
his
this
balls.
guitar?
I believe I picked it back up. I've been playing music probably since around 4 or 5, but never really
What?
stuck with anything. I played like
Well, you're 4 or 5.
yeah,
4?
like piano, keyboard, like keyboards, pianos, clarinet at one point, bass.
Like
I pretty much did everything.
I had a keyboard. I ain't gonna say I played it. Right? I had one though. But you actually learned how to play this thing?
Yeah, and that time I was learning, I guess a little bit of theory and learning what notes are supposed to be after other notes, and I just kind of lost interest because
guess
it was
so.
more about learning the structure instead of actually learning how to feel and play music. So
Right. Yeah,
I just swapped out instruments for a while.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say bought some fucking Ninja Turtle characters and had a
Right.
pretend war. Fuck, that's what I was doing.
That's what
It was
I
really
have in common
Ghostbusters
also.
at that time, but yes.
All right.
But yeah, we probably picked it back up. Picked up bass guitar around, I want to say 13, and went to electric at 15, and then
15.
a year later, I'm hanging out with this guy, and
That's
you
cool,
know,
man.
our metal Backstreet Boys group, whatever you want to call it at that time.
Is that what it was? What?
I mean, well, yes, we were all boys.
Yeah, well.
I think I was the only one who grew facial hair at the time.
Shut up.
Probably.
Looking like fucking Metal Hansen.
Yeah.
Were y'all
exactly.
doing metal back then, or?
Yeah. Oh well, we were trying. Yeah, it was the metal that in the late '90s, early 2000s that people were. I mean, it was bad. It was bad.
Really?
It was really bad.
Yeah, it was awful.
Well,
called
Which is supposed to be.
Necrophagus. I think you came up with all the names for all of our bands.
Oh man.
You did, yeah. Necrophagus.
Oh, y'all like he's
Uh,
young. He's in touch with the younger
I don't.
market.
Yeah, maybe
Let
I
him-
don't know. No, he just has opinions on those things.
Yeah, right.
We're
Oh,
all
right.
like, I've always been like, it doesn't matter, whatever. We can call ourselves nothing. I don't care. And he's like, how about Necrophagus? And I'm like, yeah, good enough. Like
Really, you don't care?
No.
Because man, as like
I
a
do
front-
care, but
as a front man,
I just
you're
don't
writing
care
all
enough
the
to.
lyrics.
I don't
Fun.
care enough to do it. I guess I don't know. I just
All
don't.
right, so you cave easy. You're a pushover.
Yeah.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
Kinda. We'll go through names, and I'll be like, yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, no, let's try something else.
That's what I sound like.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I really
Exactly
did.
like that.
It's a freakish impression. I'm
It
like,
was-
holy shit, he's like a
Two of
ventriloquist.
Two of me.
Come over here. I'll show you that.
So you like all that though, the naming of the bands, and you come up with some of the
I just think
the way it looks.
I don't care about criticism on that because it'll be like, all right, we'll go through this. No, I don't like it. We'll go through this. I don't like it. And I'll be like, okay, what about this? And then eventually we go down the line and we'll come up with something that we mutually agree on.
Right.
I think in some ways, like to me, a really bad name is better in metal because then it's like really
Memorable.
easy to impress people. No, yeah, it's memorable, but it's like really easy to impress people. Like a friend of mine
I
had an
expected
idea
so much
for
less.
a grindcore band called Good at Golf, and I would love to just walk into a bar and like Good at Golf is playing, and they're just fucking tearing the place apart. It
Yeah,
just
you'd be
sounds
like,
amazing.
damn.
Yeah, Good at
Expected
Golf.
so much less. That makes sense. So man, y'all play from 18, and then Orifist starts with how'd y'all get the whole group together?
Well, this is really, right, Devin, you would say like an extension of our old band, Cicero.
Yeah.
right, that's the one I remember.
Yeah, that's basically, this is that band, but after 5 or so years, maybe more than that hiatus, we came back as a new project, but I mean, we're using some of the old songs and stuff.
Oh,
and,
you
my
fucking,
vocals
you
are
bastards.
Extreme laziness.
my
That's-
vocals are
That's
new.
what it is.
Let's just repackage this shit.
We have
It's called regifting.
You know what was wrong with the old songs? The band name. Let's change it.
dude, come on,
It's like
Cicero?
Bar Rescue.
That's a weak name.
We just revamp it a little bit, put a new name on it. It's perfect. Everyone loves it.
Get it out the door. No, that is fun though. If you to me, you go through like growing periods, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna leaving that behind. You give something a new name when you think that you brought it up to a new level, or you know.
And
what
it
I'm
is.
saying?
I mean, it I would say definitely sounds nothing like the old versions. I mean, we wound up. Maybe Devin can talk about how we got the drummer for the album. Devin.
Well, honestly, I was kind of looking around, trying to find a drummer that could do what I was looking to do a little bit more faster, more technical stuff, and like,
stop with all the damn devil worshiping.
I mean, you can never really stop with that. It's kind of
I got you.
It's kind of in you.
It's all part of the game.
Exactly. You know, the bloodletting and the. Never mind. I don't talk about that. But no, we were looking to, you know, like Matt was saying, get one last thing, you know, under our belt before we started getting too old and you know, become, you know, accustomed to being lazier and just having focus on other things in life. So I wanted to make sure this was just as killer as I could make it. So took my time learning mix engineering, you know, a little bit of mastering. Still kind of suck at that one, but in that time, I wound up contacting one of the drummers that I kind of was looking up to growing up, early dying fetus drummer Kevin Talley, and I noticed that he was kind of advertising that he was doing, you know,
Session work.
yeah,
Like
basically
studio
drum for
drum.
hire stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, sent him an email. He shot me one back. He was interested in doing it. Kind of told him what I was looking for and sent him some rough tracks. And, you know, a couple months later, he sent them back, and it was just as brutal as I'd hoped for. And
That's awesome.
very, very tight.
That's awesome.
So, you know, it was just like the dying fetus of old that I was looking for. And, you know, sat on it for a while and kind of mixed it down as
We
best
fucking
as I
worked on
possibly
it
could.
for a long. Or he worked on it for a
Yeah,
long
yeah.
time.
He just criticized the whole time.
He was like, "Hey,
I just
listen
don't
to
like
this."
this.
Yeah,
You
and
can't
they-
really hear this
You're good
drum.
at it too. Yeah.
Oh boy,
My vocals sound bad.
I never
that's
said
fucking
that.
miserable, right? Like mixing. I watch Mayday go through it. I'm like, oh, it's horrible. Sometimes
It
you
is
sit
horrible.
there and he's
I
like,
hate
what
it.
do you think? And I'm like, I don't know what to say. What do you say?
Yeah,
What do
he
you
goes,
don't say?
listen to this one. Now listen to this one. Listen to this one. Now like they're exactly the same.
Yeah, I get so confused halfway into it. I'm like, I don't even know anymore. I can't even fucking hear anything.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, like 2 hours later, your ears are burned out. You can't hear shit anymore. Everything sounds horrible. And
oh, and then you get to the point where it's like, now let's go listen to it in the car, and now
start it
let's
off
go.
hot.
And it's like, this is fucking
have to.
miserable. Like, I don't think it never can be perfect. And
No.
then perfect to who? Because it does seem to get to a point.
Well, we went through that.
It gets
like
to
I
a
was,
point
I was
where
like
it's just taste.
beta testing it on people because since we were doing it ourselves, you know, like it's just like, are we hearing it wrong? Are we like hearing it through our own biased ears?
Yeah, 10
so like
people
you,
hear it
so you
10
like you,
different
I
ways.
send it to a bunch of different people and it's like listen to it on whatever you would be listening to music on. You know, just
Phone.
like yeah, no, like that too.
Blaring.
People are doing that,
I
and
know. Curse those people.
Tell
and
me
we
who I
got,
want
we got
names.
weird. We got weird feedback. We weren't expecting all
Right.
the different, like you know, like oh yeah, man, it sounds fucking perfect. Blah blah blah. Oh, you can't hear anything. It sounds like shit. You're like, okay, which one does it sound like?
Yeah.
How do we alleviate?
Oh, one
this,
person says
you
the
know?
drums are too loud. One person
Yeah.
comes back, drums ain't loud enough. You're
Exactly.
like, fuck, that's
Yeah.
miserable. Well, man, though, you took your time and you at least got to a level. So you did all this recording yourself, and
yeah, he did all the drum recordings and a little bit of the mixing for the drums, and then I remixed everything once I got it. Did the guitars, the bass, myself, and then he did the vocals, and we mixed it all down. And when we got to the mastering stage, I tried and failed miserably a few times.
paid somebody to do it.
Yeah, eventually I gave up and
Smart.
paid somebody. I'm like, nah,
Should have just done that first.
exactly. I mean, it was a good experience to kind of
Cool.
try to
Fuck
learn and
all
figure
that.
stuff out, to try to, you know, tune my ear a little bit. But
Yeah, we thought it sounded really good, and then when we got it mastered, it's like fucking insane.
Yeah.
It was night and day. It was so
Yeah.
good.
That's why them guys that do that.
That's why they do it.
They
Yeah.
probably don't do anything else. They look
Use
at anything else. I'm not doing.
Multi-million.
Multi-million what, Pickle? Multi-million what? Not yeah, what? Multi-million something.
I'm here to help.
Well, fuck, tell me what it's multi-millions of.
At least $175.
$175 for what? You gotta have some fucking noun in there. Hold on, look for it. You found anything? Pickle.
No?
No?
Yeah.
Yeah or no?
No?
All right, fuck, man. Next time you say multi-millions, I want to have fucking something that it's multi-millions of. Dude, y'all gotta top 3 favorite local bands, and you can go back as far as you want.
I think for sure, like the one that like probably like made me really, really like be like, wow, this is like what I could be because their logo is Soil and Grain.
Really?
Like
They're
that was
awesome, yeah.
that was like the first band that I was just like so impressed by, and because they're from here, it's like holy shit, like anybody could make. We've never made music that good, but anybody could make music that good.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Ben has that presence.
Yeah.
Like when you see him live, he really is a
Yeah.
good live performer.
He's great.
Yeah, they blew me away when I first saw him too.
That's what's great about them, though. It's not even Ben for them, for me. Like, it's just the music. It's the chaotic mixed with the blues and just everything. It's not just like Ben out
Yeah.
there, tearing it up and you're focusing on Ben. You're looking at, your bass player, your guitar player, and
Fuck
Tommy.
those guys. I don't even like music, pal. Ben's
either.
entertaining. That's all I care about. Thanks for tuning in. Fuck music. I like to be entertaining. That motherfucker was an entertaining
He
guy.
is. He's a
He
great
is.
front man. He
So-
really is.
To me, though,
Yeah.
see, I'm one of those people. I know I can hear good metal. Like a lot of it sounds the same to me. I know when it's
Yeah.
done bad,
Jeez.
Yeah.
but when it's done to a certain level, it just blends all in together. So, but when a band has something that just makes them stand out to me that I can kind of remember them by, and Ben's one of those guys,
Yeah.
then I'm like, that's why it reaches the fringes of,
Right? Yeah.
the cult. I'm not in the cult, but yeah, I know a couple of church songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You
I
gotta-
have another band that
Yeah, yeah.
I'll say it
We got
because I know
3 of 'em.
Devin can't. Is Scrotesque, his old band.
Oh, don't
Really?
say
I've
that.
never heard
loved-
of this.
I fucking loved Scrotesque.
Don't say that.
Like they were
Really?
my friends, and maybe I am biased towards my friends' bands. That's true. But they fucking jammed,
Really?
They were
good.
the
Yeah.
gayest metal band in New Orleans.
which is
Really? Before the
perfectly
House of
fine.
Goats?
Yes.
Yeah, they are the gay.
Predates them.
Right. This is right when you wasn't supposed to be gay or let it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you get fucking bonus points.
Yeah.
You got one more?
Come on, Devin.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Abuse, honestly.
There you go.
Really? Who's these guys?
Abuse was one
Were
of
they
those
from
early.
Biloxi, maybe originally?
No,
or-
I think they were Fat
They were
City
fa-
Metal,
oh,
if
yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Really?
You see
ever
one
heard
of the
these
dudes at
guys,
Hooters
man?
all the time.
Fat
No?
shitty.
All right. Why you like these guys?
They were kind of bridging that gap, kind of what Mudvayne was doing back then, but not as commercial, a little bit more gritty, a little bit
Definitely
more
faster. And,
death metal-y.
yeah.
Oh, really? All right.
I like with the blast beats, but they also had like nice vocal melodies and stuff like that. It's just nice to see somebody picking up that like acid bath torch and then adding to it, and not just trying to copy somebody.
A ton of acid bath influence.
Yeah.
But
Up to the kind of
Like,
the next level.
well, what's his name from Lamb of God, who like that style of his, especially his old vocals. I would say before he was doing that, at least publicly. I guess they were still a band. They were still playing music, but that's just that, sort of that same style.
You confused the fuck.
Sort of that same style.
You fucking with me, Matt?
No, it was a style of vocal that was kind of before its time.
All right.
It was kind of weird, not normal for death metal at all.
Jesus is just
Sort of like skin crawl kind of sound.
Oh, what? See, I know Skin Crawl. I knew them more.
That J Branch sound.
That's scary shit, bro.
He's awesome. What are you saying that?
Jay, that wasn't no act. That was the only time Jay was being himself, I think.
I agree. Yeah.
That boy scared the fuck out of me. Like, I was always
Really?
scared
You
of him.
scared
Oh,
of him?
yeah.
Oh, no.
That's a creepy motherfucker, bro.
He's all right.
Yeah, I don't know. He scared you too, man?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? All
dude,
right.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Fuck, he might go off at any time.
Oh, dude.
Fuck, boy, got problems. A little
Right?
temper tantrum sometimes. They be in them all dirty ass
Yeah.
shirts.
Oh,
Motherfuckers never
They were so
bathed. You
dirty.
can smell them
Nasty
through the
ass shoes.
walls.
Those
Like,
white
oh.
shirts were so dirty.
Oh, they're nasty. Oh. Look at poor Shane, what it did to his life. I'll talk to Shane now out of sympathy. Poor guy. Dude, let's do this. I look at people, right? And I relate the real world to Lord of the Rings, which I don't like Lord of the Rings. I fucking hate the fuck out of Hobbits. That's a beautiful fucking movie. Those 3 movies look really good, but I fucking just sit there with this look on my face of disgust.
Why are they walking?
I don't like the Hobbits at all. Like, I despise them motherfuckers. The only good part is when they fall into that volcano thing.
Definitely a
And
hobbit.
Smeagol, though, as fuck. Yeah, you are hobbitish.
I am.
I was gonna maybe put you in the dwarf category,
probably
just
a
so I
hobbit.
didn't want to not.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. You
Is it because of second breakfast? Is that what
He's
it
got
is?
little feet though, and you seem pretty clean. So you're like that dwarf guy,
Yeah.
right? Isn't that the dwarfs, the little fucking tough ones? They
The
usually got
mountain
axes.
dwarves?
Yeah, they got the,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I see
beards.
him as
and
a
the-
dwarf.
All right. Yeah. Don't call yourself.
Oh
a
no,
hobbit.
man.
The hobbits are really little.
Oh, the
Like,
hobbits
He
were
does
fucking
got a
cool.
little Frodo face though over there.
he does have a
Look
Frodo
at him.
face.
Oh,
I'm
boy's
sorry.
good looks.
man. I don't know. Look, hobbitish good looks maybe.
Orifist
Hobbit.
featuring Frodo.
Maybe
Coming
his
to you.
parents was like a dwarf and a hobbit that fucked, and he became like the product of it. Like he's
There we go.
mixed. He's
All right.
mixed.
He's a hybrid.
yeah.
I feel
All
that.
right.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I think
Put
Devin.
that on my Tinder profile.
Devin is definitely like I was gonna say possibly wizard, but he seems a little too young to reach it. Wizard, you gotta be old.
Yeah, you gotta have the white hair.
Yeah, I don't think he's old enough for wizard.
think
So
like an elf?
human,
Oh, like the
like
humans.
the knight. He's
okay,
got like
yeah,
kind of a
yeah.
knight
yeah, yeah,
look
yeah.
to him.
Yeah,
Don't you
human.
think?
Okay,
I'll take
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
All right. What about the guy Brian, your drummer now? Since you couldn't get the guy you wanted because he cost too much, you got this guy
Brian's
Brian.
an elf.
Brian's an elf.
Yeah, he's
really?
fucking stealthy.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
oh,
a,
yeah.
a wood elf?
Oh, I don't.
Is he
I
kind
don't
of-
know. I mean, but yeah, he'd be a wood elf.
All right.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Is he
Yeah.
kind of fruity? Because the elves are kind of fruity.
I don't know.
They are.
But they're
That's
fucking
not a bad
badasses
thing.
too.
They are.
They
They're
fucking
pretty.
kill a
They're
lot of
pretty,
people.
but they're badass.
I wasn't saying
Oh,
fruity
no.
was bad. We're a very understanding, group of people.
Yeah, I don't know. He's not fruity.
All right.
But I don't know.
He's like a tough elf. I don't
Yeah,
know if they
I'll
make
go with
those,
that.
but
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
He's like a Legolas type kind of thing. Like
There's
he's shooting arrows, like with wispy hair. What?
Yeah, right. All right.
What about Shane? Y'all know Shane?
No,
Cruz?
who the fuck is Shane?
Go ahead.
Shane Cruz. Agrofate, I know y'all know the name.
No, never
Was it
heard.
dude
Brawler?
Shane in it? I know Brawler.
His previous band from
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
10
I know
years
Agrafate,
ago.
but I don't remember no
Fuck
dude
you.
Shane
Shane,
in
yeah,
it.
Shane was the
Because
bass
he's the
player.
bassist. You don't watch anybody but the singer.
Oh, right.
Exactly.
Oh, that's true.
He's that guy in the background making inaudible notes.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had a bass player.
Oh shit.
Was it? So he's in y'all band now.
Yeah, supposedly. That's what he tells us.
Oh, really? One of those deals.
No, he was actually part of the last project we were in before it got renamed Cicera. He was playing both guitar and bass for a time.
Wow.
Shane's
great.
awesome
Yeah.
dude. Picks stuff up like
Really?
nobody's business. Like
I gotta
show him a
check
couple
this guy
times.
out.
He's
I
he's
picked
in.
him up.
What, Pickle?
I picked him up.
You picked him up? You
Motherfucker.
don't even know who Shane is neither. Do you know this dude Shane?
This is
maybe?
not distracting at all.
He had contacted me earlier in the day.
He did.
Told me that his alternator went out. or
Oh,
something like
really?
that.
Shane's alternator went out. Yeah. Well, that's good. Pickle, thanks.
I'm here to help.
All right, we're doing a good job. About as helpful as Harry. Pickle just jumped in here.
Man, I'm getting my pretzel crisp.
What did you do, Ray? Ray. I just thought of the most innocent thing from my childhood. What is Shane?
What is
What
he?
is he?
Yeah, in the world of Lord of the Rings, on Dungeons and Dragons.
You're really
Jesus.
limiting us.
There's orcs, there's dwarves, humans, elves, hobbits, and wizards.
Maybe
No,
he's a
he's got-
wizard. Huh?
He's got to be an orc, right?
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't
What
even
is
know
the
who this
orc?
guy
Go
is.
wizard.
Wizard?
Sure.
I don't know.
He's so good at stuff. Like
We're
he's
gonna
like
go
a
wizard?
wizard.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, sure.
He's
Hey.
like a multi-instrumentalist.
He's
so
got the
I guess
fucking
He's
cloak.
not an orc, dude.
He's got
This
the
thing's-
cloak of invisibility
He wears
because
a
I've
pointy
never
hat.
seen this motherfucker. I don't even think he's real. He's just made up name.
we'll go wizard on this.
They were watching fucking Mission Impossible and we're like, we need something Cruise.
There
Oh,
is no
oh,
Shane.
Shane. All right, I'm gonna name some words. Tell me the first thing that pops into your head. You ready? Y'all both can just, I don't know, y'all want to take one at a time?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Devin, Infernal.
Fire.
All right. Matt, Hammer.
Fist.
Very inventive.
I knew I was going to do this. I can't say the word. I don't know what it is. It's fucking Latin or something.
Inamatus.
Yes, Devin.
Bruce Campbell.
All right. Matt, Trench.
Coats. I don't know.
right.
You're giving me words.
Devin, Demon.
Eater.
All right. Matt, Capture.
Flag. I mean, like, I'm fucking practical. I'm very practical.
What are all these words? Y'all know?
No idea.
No idea.
Those are vocal. Those are lyrics.
Those are his lyrics.
Oh, they are.
Are they?
Yeah,
All
he
right.
saw like a picture that y'all posted, and he took them off your board that you had written.
You wrote these words and you
did.
couldn't even think of nothing creative? Fucking trench coat mafia?
I will explain to you how my writing process.
Yeah, please.
Right? I need syllables. I need syllables. He writes music. I need to find words that fit into the space.
All right.
The only thing that would be considered creative at all really is the titles, and then the lyrics are just sounds that I make.
Really? So none of the lyrics
Dude, have
mean
you listened to
anything?
death metal?
Don't yell
Does
at
it
me.
really matter? Does it really matter what I say?
It matters to me.
It does not matter what I
Everything
say.
Ben fucking
I like
said
that
was
I could
you're
be
very
saying
that
no
though.
words. I could be saying no words. You would not know the difference.
I told a death
I
metal
listened
guy
to
that
3
one time.
Soylent Green songs. Next thing you know, I was out buying toys.
Dude, some of them get mad about that though, dude. They're like, well, my lyrics are my fucking, my lyrics are my words. I'm very, like,
Yeah,
it's very important to them. But it's like, I'm sorry,
Matt.
I can't
Matt,
understand
don't
that. I'm sorry.
You can't understand
I
anyway.
want to,
I
but
could be saying nothing. I could be lying to you right now. I might have just put a bunch of random words like you're insinuating.
Yeah.
It might actually be true, and I'm not saying them at all.
I'm
But
gonna
you
have-
would never know.
As
You
long
would
as
never
it sounds good,
I
fuck
tell
it.
you what, though, I'm gonna have to run your list by some people and see if they're approved, because they got people out there with lists of things you can't say.
Oh, fuck.
No, man, look, I'm with you. You're more of an instrument, especially in that music.
Exactly. That's what I think of it as. It's just it's another noise. It's like percussion almost.
Right.
That's how I feel exactly too.
Be honest with me, though. Did y'all ever, like,
Kiss.
do an animal
Oh,
sex?
well.
No.
Jeez.
I know
There was a
about
little
that.
docking at one point. But
All right. Yeah, yeah.
You
way
hesitated.
like high school.
just hesitated.
Sword fight.
Yeah, I was experimenting,
I understand. Did y'all ever kill an animal in a sacrifice, like to the, dark gods? Be honest.
I'll
It
let
could
you
have just
take that.
happened once.
Just small children.
Like, you're in the metal and you feel like you should. I mean, you got to have a little bit to where you're like, I should do something.
I have a question. Do we
like
look
this.
like people that would do that?
Yes.
Really? Well, thank
Where do
you.
you get that? You got a
I appreciate that.
You do.
I appreciate that.
Metal
That
dudes look
makes me
like
feel
school
cooler.
shooters that just couldn't man up.
Jesus.
It's true.
The school
Appreciate
shooting.
that.
Thank you, Lazy Eye. Every
like-
time one of those things happen, I go check Lazy Eye's Facebook, see if it was him.
That's the coolest way I've ever been described.
Yeah, well, self-replicating machines.
So you're saying we
y'all
do
ever-
have image, is
Did
what
you
you're
ever
saying.
just kind of yeah, definitely.
That's
Creepy.
Thank you.
Y'all fit the mold. Like,
Murderers,
y'all,
yeah.
y'all saying I'm different, y'all. I'm like, no, they're not. They all wear looks the same. They dress the same. And I listen to the music.
The
it's pretty
artwork
damn
looks really
close.
good. Did you do that?
No. Who'd you hire, Devin?
There was a guy out of Indonesia.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna butcher his name horribly. Tata Kumal, something like that.
Antetokounmpo? Oh, shit.
I
man.
draw DK Flash. Yes, very good.
But, Matt, didn't you do some badass artwork back in the day? Didn't you
I did.
always
I
do
used to.
graphics?
I used to do the. Yeah, I used to do all of our artwork.
Yeah,
But,
it always looked really good. The flyers
Well,
and
Devin
everything.
never liked it.
Devin don't
What?
like it.
I thought it looked so clean, man.
Thank
it
you.
was
Yeah.
really professional.
Yeah, I always liked it too. But Devin.
Not
didn't.
Devin.
Jesus.
Jesus, man.
He didn't like his mixes. He doesn't like his artwork. It's
Yeah.
a two-way street.
It's a vicious cycle. Maybe they are married.
Devin's always gives me. I'm like, what do you think about this? His exact words are, meh. Like
Yeah.
every time.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
disappointing.
He's always like, well, yeah.
It's more of a meh.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
not a yes, not a no. Just
Oh, we go through it constantly with creative shit. Once you go get something checked
yeah.
and then it never lives up to expectations.
you're like certain that it's great, and they're like,
you
think-
could
I
you
think,
could do
uh,
better.
I think you actually introduced me to that font website. I think I asked you one day. I'm
probably,
like, where do you get
yeah.
these
Oh, what?
fucking fonts
The
from?
fonts.
Yeah. Back in the day by
Right?
the bar, I was out there
Yeah.
one day. I'm like, dude, where do you get these fonts from?
yeah.
And he told me,
shit.
and dude, I've been using that shit ever since. And man, it
Well,
changed
man,
my
I
life.
wish I could see some of your work. and
Dufffonts.com.
Too
Yeah, I
bad-
remember.
Fonts?
Yeah, he did so much badass artwork back
Too
in
bad
the
they
day.
can afford a
Appreciate
little
that.
But now they
Indonesian
like
man
the
to do it for
Indonesian
him.
guy better, unfortunately.
God, that shit done quick too.
Real quick.
Dude, y'all watched Cobra Kai?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You
was
liked
great.
it. Tell me about it.
I was
haven't seen it.
expecting very little. You know.
Right.
I was expecting it to be like nostalgia and like probably like no storyline and kind of shitty.
Like B-movie
And, It
kinda
was pretty good.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like a B movie. Like
That's what I
where-
thought.
cashing
And,
in on the nostalgia wave.
I enjoyed
everyone's
it.
riding.
Right.
I was impressed. Like
Really?
it went way past that. You know, just
This is on YouTube TV or
yeah,
YouTube Red, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you
It's
already
like-
had that.
No.
No. Oh,
no.
they got you.
It's little pirating going on.
Oh, okay, so you're stealing
Oh.
it. Gotcha. You don't like Cobra Kai enough to fucking pay for it.
Come on, it's YouTube. They have
Fuck
enough
Ralph
money.
Macchio.
They don't need my
Saying.
whatever $10 a month.
All right, well, save that for budget next year for Cobra Kai.
No, so we
Oh, I
can
thought
buy
you were gonna
more.
say the Indonesian guy.
Yeah, I was about to say so we can buy more artwork since I can't do it well.
Is Ralph Macchio in this, or just
He is. He is.
He is.
He's looking just as good as ever.
God, huh?
No, he's not. Yeah.
He's looking rough?
Nah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know.
They both kind of are, though.
Yeah.
I guess any 80s
I'd say
star
nobody-
is
yeah.
kind of looking rough.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you can look like distinguished rough. Like I think the Cobra Kai guy, I don't know his name, but he looks like, I don't know. Yeah, he aged, he's still holding it together, but he was a decent looking guy when he was young.
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio was like hard to look at even like as a young guy. You know what I'm saying?
Not
And
your
he
type.
just got
Yeah.
weirder looking. I don't think he's anybody's type.
No.
You know? Miyagi even let him slide. He's like, oh, go away. Dude, my favorite movie in original Karate Kid is when Mr. Miyagi's all fucking drunk and he's getting pissed off and being a dick to him. Like, that shit's funny as hell. I used to love that. Dude, I watched that movie as a kid and I tried to be my brother's karate instructor and it didn't go well. He didn't
Yeah,
fucking
no.
listen. Like,
So
you know,
basically, you try to get him to do chores all day.
wax on, wax on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go clean the room. Shit like that.
Fold the laundry.
I'm like, this is great. He wasn't a good pupil. But then, y'all had to be, I don't know how old y'all are, but y'all grew up
I'm
with.
older. Yeah.
All right, so you did grow up with Karate Kid?
Oh, yeah.
Or
Oh,
more
yeah.
kind of came around Karate Kid 2 or something?
Oh no, Karate Kid 1.
All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was amazing. It was like that was my jam for sure.
And you liked it enough to go, I'm going to watch this Cobra Kai show?
Fuck yeah.
Did you watch it because it could potentially be really bad, right?
No,
Yes.
no. Well,
That's
no.
why I watched it.
That's
I
why
was
you-
I
I
was
wanted to see
planning
the
on
train
not
wreck.
watching. No, I was planning on not watching it for that reason.
Right.
I was like, I got no time for that. And it ended up being like fucking great. Yeah.
Well, why'd
Yeah.
you end up clicking on it? Because you heard good things?
Because I was at Devin's house and he put it on.
Oh, I got you. And then next thing you know, you're like,
Yeah.
this is actually
this is
kinda
really good. I'm gonna go home and watch
Ain't
it.
writing no songs tonight. So is it really that good and why?
Well, it's not that good. This is no. It's not. I would not put like that good, but like it's if you are interested, there's a whole lot of nostalgia, right? So
How
if
many
you,
episodes is this thing?
It's
8 or
10.
10.
Oh, that long. Ooh.
Yeah.
But they're like, 30 minutes apiece.
Oh,
so.
gotcha. They're not the
Yeah.
40-minute like
Nah.
But,
Netflix series long.
But basically,
40.
even by the end,
Oh, boy.
there's no established villain. Like everybody's kind of like the good guy and also kind of shitty.
Did it give some
you
kind
know,
of Full House fucking kumbaya moment at the end of every episode? Like something you learned?
No.
Alright.
Like usually it ends on somebody like doing something to fuck over somebody else that you thought was the good guy, and then all of a sudden, like there's
yeah.
just everybody is a little bit more human than they were back in like the 80s when the first Karate
Cobra
Kid.
Kai was
There's just the
brutal.
good guy,
Yeah.
and then there's the evil people.
Right.
Well, in this one, the evil people aren't necessarily evil. You can see it more from their perspective, and I appreciate that.
Oh,
by
okay.
a
They
TV
kind of
show.
turn him anti-hero a little
yeah,
bit.
but everyone's the anti-hero.
Oh, well.
You know,
You
so
can
it's sorta
identify
like-
with like almost every character.
go
Be
back
like,
and
okay,
forth
yeah,
per
I see their
episode.
point. I see why they're pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
There's
every
no
episode-
bad guys now, just, good
Yeah.
people doing bad things
Yeah,
because
basically.
of bad times or something.
Yeah.
All right. So it's modern.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everybody,
Pretty much.
nobody is responsible for anything they do. It's something else's fault. All right.
There's no overcoming adversity and riding off into the sunset kind of thing.
You're
It's
not
that.
you're not a bad person. You have some problems that you got to work out.
Pretty much.
Exactly. Yeah.
They got the alcoholic. Is one of them? Is Ralph Macchio the one that's all messed up on like
No,
drugs
it's
and
the
alcohol?
it's Johnny.
Yeah.
The,
Oh, fucking
the pretty
idiot.
kid.
He never overcame that beating, that one kid. Never came back from it.
Tell me that is Ralph Macchio like preachy and like preaching to people? Because if it's that, I can't watch it.
What do you mean? What do you
got-
mean preachy?
They're preachy. Like they got those movies out there to where it's like somebody like gonna make a difference in a bad
No, I
community
wouldn't
or
say
something,
so.
and it gets
Oh,
preachy
no,
where
no,
the whole
no.
thing's just a propaganda.
No.
Therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation. Of him also shall the Son of Man.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Wait. What is that? Mayday?
Preaching.
What is going on?
Where did that come from? What the
Jesus.
fuck?
What cult
Wow.
is that?
I ain't sure, man. I ain't joining neither.
Jesus Christmas.
All right, I didn't know what the fuck that was. All right, come on with that one, good.
Didn't think I could be more confused, and then that happened.
So you suggest to watch this thing? I'm not big on nostalgia.
No,
like I don't have
then
that.
you probably won't like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
'Cause
I
you
mean,
need
there's
that.
a whole lot of nostalgia.
Or if you thought from the original that Ralph Macchio was always kind of a douche and that you never really liked him, I would watch it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right.
yeah,
If you're like, yeah, I want to see him get his ass beat. Sure, I'll watch it.
Oh, he gets his ass kicked again?
He might.
Might be great. Fucking sweep the leg that time. Put him in a body bag, Johnny. Put him in a fucking body bag. Dude, Mayday, you like Karate Kid?
It was all right.
Too
I liked
violent
the
for you?
end. What's that?
Is it too violent for you?
No, it was pretty good. I remember on the original one where he fucking ducked and fucked his hands all up, and like the guy always kind of remembered that. You know?
Yeah.
That was always kind of cool.
You know what it seems like they take out of movies now that I think was part of why I really liked Karate Kid, and put a lot of the 80s movies in there. Rocky, Rambo, Karate Kid. It was that middle part of the movie where it was the training.
The
and
montage. Yeah, I love a training montage.
Yeah,
like
it's
I'll watch a whole movie of training montage.
And I think as a kid, it was just showing us to where it's like,
Yeah.
all right,
You
you
can
fall down on
overcome
There's
hard
nothing more
times.
inspiring.
Yeah, they all fall down on hard times.
Oh,
The
yeah.
whole world's against them. They got to put themselves through some rigorous training and
Oh, yeah.
sacrifice, and then they achieve at the end of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it doesn't seem like they do that anymore. You remember Luke? Part of the great part of Star Wars was Luke going to train.
Yeah, it's considered. It's
with
just
Yoda.
too cheesy now, but I love it.
Yeah, your girl goes to
fucking
visit
love it.
Luke to get trained, and they drink milk, fucking pout for a little while, and then fucking training's over, and it's just like, man, what the fuck? Like, where is that? Like, they take it
The
all away.
sacrifice.
Yeah, no, everybody now is just dealing with fucking mental disorders that they're born with, that fucking genetic defects. The whole world's a big bunch of fucking genetic defected fucking freaks. Like, they all just working things out at other people's expense. But they don't show it. Like, that's,
Yeah.
they don't show it
I
anymore,
love
right?
a montage. Yeah, it's the best.
Hey, fucking Rocky training, that was the shit.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking Miyagi training Daniel, and you think he's just an asshole old man, and then next thing you know, you're like, holy shit, he really was teaching him how to get shit done around the house.
That's right. Wax
But was
on,
he
wax
really?
off, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Was
nah,
he, or was he really just trying to get free labor out of this kid?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. That was like one of the biggest reaches in film history. The fact that like wax on, wax off actually truly translated into hand-to-hand combat. Like, there's no fucking way.
Paint the
There's
fence.
no fucking way.
Down. You know what it was? It was a trade-off. Miyagi was smart. The dude like, I ain't had this freeloading fucking kid come over here. Like, he got,
I mean, imagine that now. It's like some creepy old dude is like, sure, I'll train this young boy,
yeah, right.
and then I'll teach him to paint my fence. Like, I don't think that would fly these
Be
days.
some rich white guy
Who
with a little
already has a
polo.
history of like beating young children.
Clean the pool.
God.
Fold my laundry, Daniel-san.
Yeah,
I'm just
right.
trying to help these high school kids and college kids because they ain't got no money.
Well, thanks, Daniel. That's Daniel now. For eternity. Dude, y'all want to play a game?
Sure.
I don't know if we can do this.
like
Mayday,
to play?
are you prepared for the game, or do you just have some woman yelling church references?
I got a couple things.
The game, what the fuck did he say? Yeah. So basically what we do, this is a big internet sensation. Like, every show is doing it. We're going to save that for
All right,
later.
yeah.
But this is a popular game. Everyone's playing it. Mayday's going to play a clip, and you have to say what you hear. All right?
All right, let's
This
do it.
isn't that Laurel Yanni shit, is it?
Man, why'd you infected? He's infected. He's infected. Nate just infected other people out there. Everybody's infected. The zombie apocalypse has started. The code words have been uttered. We're going to play a different game because we don't say those words that you just said. All right, man, you got the first one? Here's the first sound. What the fuck did he say?
Zow.
Zow? You going with Zow? All right, Devin, you want to hear it again?
Yeah, let me hear it.
All right, I don't know. Mayday, what was it when you ran it through there?
I have it as Yao.
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 All right.
That's
He's
a
from
Z.
Indonesia also. Do you know who that is? You don't even know who that is? Where'd you get that clip from?
That's Wayne.
That's Wayne.
That's Wayne.
All right.
Wayne.
Yeah.
Wayne Miller from, what's it called?
I thought it
Funk.
was Will for some reason. William.
Dude, what's the name of that band?
Kane.
Yes, thank you. God damn. All right. You didn't know that one. Yao. Maybe we're talking about Yao Ming. All right, here we got another one. You got that one? That one's an actual word.
Around.
Around. Ooh, that sounds. Let's hear it again, maybe. Oh yeah, round. Maybe round.
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 I'll go with that.
You going with round two? Let's hear it one more time, maybe. Oh, I hear a little Y.
I think that one's Yao. But then you say the
That
last one was
one's
fucking
Yao.
Yao?
Oh no, this is the Yao game.
They're both fucking Yao.
That sounds like that fucking ginger. Play it again. Don't it sound like it when he's doing that Led Zeppelin imitation?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about that one? No, he's never been on the show.
Yeah, unlikable Pierce.
Okay.
What is it, Mayday?
Actually, I just have it as
Yow.
Jared screaming.
That's Jared?
Jared.
Oh, man.
Sure.
I'm going to have to knock him down points for sounding like that ginger. All right, Jared from the Void.
All right.
All right, we got another one?
Yeah, I got another
All
one.
right, y'all ready? You
that
should
Matt?
know this one.
Is it?
You should be able to translate that one. Is he saying hammer? Infernal? Trent?
Saying rude. I don't
Rude.
know.
Oh,
I'm gonna say herd.
That's blued. Blood.
Blue?
Blued.
Really?
Blood.
That's your final answer. You have one, Czar?
I know that. That's brawler.
That's brawling.
I think he's just saying ooh.
He's
I don't think he actually writes
He's saying
words.
Because
Ooh.
lyrics don't matter.
Yeah, it's probably from something from a movie, a horror movie, like Pet Cemetery or something. Yeah, I think what he's saying, if you slowed it down, was "I love horror movies."
I want movies. All right, it is actually rude.
Rude. All
I got-
right,
that was
you
my-
said
that was my
that.
first one.
Holy shit, good. Holy cow, good job, Matt. Man, you really can decipher that kind of music. That's what it
I
is.
can't hear
It
it.
goes against everything I believe in, but yeah.
All right, you got any more? Is
I
that it?
do. This is actually getting hard. Ready?
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
What?
Was that I scream at the sky?
I fell out the chair. I'm going with I fell out the fucking chair. That must be Bigo. All right, what you going with? You hear it?
One more time, come on. I still like to
Grasping at straws here.
All right, that was good
share. I don't know. I still like to share.
too. Now
It
I'm
does
hearing
sound
that.
like he's saying I
Damn
still
it.
like to share, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard I scream at the sky. That's what I heard.
All right. Mayday?
What about I
Who
feel
is
like
it
this,
first?
yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Laughing fire clown.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
really?
I think it actually hit. I fell out the chair.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow, good job, man.
He actually had good singing voice. Dude, he did that song with Mad Dog. It was like really
Oh,
good.
yeah. Oh, I remember how good it was. It was
Yeah,
like
crazy was a
unbelievably
natural.
It was like motherfucking Christmas or something, about
Yeah.
talking about fucking their moms or something.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
It was something weird like that.
Jesus.
Okay,
All right.
sorry.
Here's the next one. Now
It
we're
wasn't
taking-
Southern brutality.
Jesus.
No, I don't. Not even that. Not even that. Not everything is a million con. No, I think it's just.
I'm gonna have to hear it again.
Oh man.
That's definitely Tony drama from Cerebral Drama. Let's hear it again to try to decipher this.
No, I don't. Not even that. Not even that. Not everything is a million con. No, I think it's just. It's just. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just. I don't know. Don't.
It's definitely not something.
I'm going to take a mulligan.
Yo, all right.
Wait, do it one more time. I can tell you what he's saying at the beginning.
No, I don't. Not even that. Not even that.
Not
everything
even
is a
that,
million
not
con.
even
no,
that.
I think it's just. It's just. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just. I don't know.
just
Don't.
weird.
It's just weird. It's just weird. I don't know. It's just I don't.
No, there's something that you talked over.
Okay,
No,
go.
I don't. Not even that. Not even that. Not everything is a million con. No, I think it's just.
Not everything's a Miracon.
All right, yeah. Not everything's a
A
miracle.
what? Miracle.
Can you clip
I
it
thought
so
he
we could
said
just hear that
Mediacom.
little
I don't
part?
know.
I know you can get fancy over there.
Let's see if this is it. Let's see. Hang on.
Not even that. Not everything is a million con. No, I think it's just. It's just.
All
I
right,
don't know.
wait,
It's just
wait.
weird.
Not
I don't
even- okay.
Not everything's a con.
Yeah, maybe that's what he's saying. Huh.
think it's a million con. No, I think it's just. Think it's a million con. No, I think it's a million. Think it's a million
He's
con. Think it's a million con. No, I
anti-conspiracy
think it's just.
Yeah.
Not everything's a fucking
everything's a
conspiracy.
conspiracy.
Oh man, we broke it down.
Wow.
Yeah, we did
Tony
good.
drama,
All
baby.
right, dude, thank you. That was fun, man. I think we did all right, Devin. I don't think I got one right.
No, I didn't.
Wasn't too good.
You can obviously tell that I pay no attention to what he says.
Dude, not to spoil it, y'all just went and seen Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think about that? You giggled the whole time you said
I did,
that.
yeah, like a little girl. That was
Devin,
great.
you hit it. Your moments of laughter and then moments of being a normal human being, right?
No, I was probably less of a human being.
All right.
I thought it was good.
Nah, he was laughing girlier than me. It was
They
great.
had some
Yeah.
fucking funny
Oh, yeah.
shit. in
It was really funny.
Like when
Yeah.
I was impressed with the most of watching a movie, Ryan Reynolds and man, wait, I got a story for later. But the other guy, I think his name is Ty or something like that, the co-writer. Dude, they did a great job of writing a good movie. There's
Yeah.
like good
Yeah.
dialogue. The story's just as interesting and,
Yeah.
and well done as all the other
Yeah, that's what I was
comic
telling
book
him.
movie
that,
story.
like, it's a story. You don't go. You can go to Deadpool for the action, but it's probably that's not why I watch it. Like it's for the writing. It's great.
It's
really
like,
well
like you
written.
said, even talking about it, you can't really spoil it because you're not like spoiling plot points.
Because
It's
you're
like it's mostly
about
going
moments.
for comedy.
It's about moments. It's
Right.
like every moment. So you really can't spoil that movie necessarily.
It moves fast.
Yeah,
And there's
very.
just jokes and action and jokes mixed on top of action and then breaking
Yeah.
the fourth wall shit. There's jokes in it that you don't have to watch any comic book movies. You'll
crazy.
still laugh because it was
Yeah.
very much based in society. Like it was a lot of poking fun at just society in
yeah,
general.
it might not work that well in like 20 years because nobody will know what they're talking about. But right now,
It was so
it's
relevant.
perfect. Yeah.
But I think it will because the mixture of the different jokes in it, I think some of them will still be funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some of them will go over your head. But they did almost damn Family Guy episode to where there's so much shit happening on so
Yeah.
many levels that it's entertaining. Like, he
Yeah.
really did a great job. That first act of the movie, I was fucking blown away. I was like, I was not expecting this at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is great, but totally different
And
than I
their
expected.
ability to find new ways to kill people is
Oh
great.
yeah.
Yeah, you can tell the director that did John Wick 2 also did that one. And you could tell, like, some of the fight scenes
Yeah.
and the way the guns were just shot, that was kind of
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah.
It was cool. I
Yeah.
liked it.
You had a favorite? We don't want to spoil parts.
I don't know.
General overview of it. You felt good when you left, right? You laughed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, yeah. I mean, it was really good. Yeah.
Money
I would say
well
as good
spent.
as the first one.
Yeah.
I liked it as much as I liked the first one. You know, which I don't usually say that. You know, like
I'm
because
with
it
you.
didn't seem like they were just trying to hit every note that the first one hit. They were actually like they made this one its own movie.
Yeah, it's another really good movie.
Yeah.
Well, and it's kind of it's like Guardians of the Galaxy to me. I like those components. I thought
Yeah.
I enjoyed the first 2 hours, and 2 was just more of
It
what
was,
I liked
It
in
was
the first
the
one.
exact same thing almost. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
hey, you wanted
Yeah.
more? Here you go.
Yeah.
It's more of that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, it's good. Deadpool was kind of like that to me. I think they did take it up a level. Like it
I
was
would
like
say so,
it was taking one and then going, all right, let's do twice as much.
Yeah.
And that's what you usually don't get in comedies. The second one is just a cash grab and it's
Yeah,
garbage.
it's like you like the. Yeah, they just kind of go for the exact same joke, a new version of all the original jokes. It's sort of it's boring, you know.
Well,
but-
shit, you have to be worried too with the second one anyway. They're giving you more money to do the second one because the first one was such a huge success that they're gonna get lazy. But I didn't see it this time.
Me neither. I
No.
think they
Yeah.
went. That's what happens too when you get somebody like this. Rarely ever happens. Like I don't hear about it often at all in like the Hollywood world. But you had an actor and a writer for this thing, Ryan Reynolds, that goes, "Hey, I want to do this,"
Yeah.
and like kept pushing it until they
I love
just
this
finally were
character.
like,
Yeah.
"Here, take some money, go make your fucking movie, and leave us alone." And then they're like, "Oh wait, he's on to something. Let's
Yeah.
make more of these."
Yeah.
And you don't really hear about that much, and that's why I think he's 100% in. Like his promotion for these movies is like relentless,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think a lot of that's him.
You,
Like, I
yeah,
don't-
you wouldn't be able to afford to bring your actor in usually to do that many like little like 30 like 10-second spots because like they'd be like, no, fuck, I'm doing a movie.
I
But
already did
he
the
probably
movie.
has the green screen at his house. He's just filming them himself,
Yeah,
putting
I
them
think
on the
he
internet.
loves it. Like, and great. I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna pick a fucking character to
Yeah.
be. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Deadpool's great because of the being able to break character in it. He's still building himself. Like his
Yeah.
name when he one of the parts. I don't think this really hurts anything. But when he signs his autograph and he signs it Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
like he's still in the movie, he's still building himself to where he's not just playing a character that he doesn't own. He's damn near owning
Yeah.
Deadpool. Like right
Yeah.
now, if you had to recast Deadpool, you might as well just not worry about it. anymore.
Exactly.
I
yeah.
couldn't really see anybody else playing Deadpool besides Ryan Reynolds. Like just his style of comedy and how he is like with probably most every movie I've seen him in is that
Yeah, I mean-
smart ass, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't
He was perfect
Yeah,
for it, and
absolutely.
just a
They
amount
were
of effort.
making a I think it was FX was putting it on, but a animated series by Donald Glover.
Yeah.
And I read that script. It was fucking hilarious. It was like perfect. It was so good. So I think like you could, like it can be translated, you know, like writing wise, like a lot of people, I mean, the comic book's been written by a ton of different people. So I mean, like that way, but I think it's just his personality. Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah, in film
like
world,
has
like, he
become
owns it.
that, like his voice is the voice of Deadpool, like forever now. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And deserved it though, because man, the second movie's great. I really wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that.
In the same way that I think like Wolverine's gonna be hard to recast. You know, it's gonna be hard to find anybody.
Not for me, it ain't, because I don't like
No.
fucking Hugh Jackman
Oh, really?
as Wolverine. Yeah, I never liked him, so I couldn't wait for him to retire.
okay.
It took me a long
Yeah,
time to like
yeah,
Wolverine
it's been like
again.
20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I just wrote Wolverine off. Like, I don't like that character anymore. I didn't care about him because that was one of my favorites
That's my-
growing
yeah,
up.
growing up,
Like,
that was my
I think,
favorite character,
Yeah, if
yeah.
you had a little angry streak in you, Wolverine was your guy. Hulk kind of started getting played out. Like
Nobody
Wolverine-
likes Cyclops. Nobody.
No,
Yeah,
God.
everybody
Wolverine-
hates Cyclops.
Oh, me. Yeah, I couldn't
What a fucking
stand
pussy.
him.
Ugh, Boy Scout. Ugh.
Yeah, the only one I kind of liked besides Wolverine was Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
In and out of walls, you could call me Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler.
Boy, that brawler mix, boy. But Nightcrawler, but then you read his backstory, and he was like a fundamentalist Christian, and he goes, I'm like, all right, I'm not fucking with this character. I just stick
I
with
thought he was
Wolverine.
Jewish. What?
No,
He was
yeah,
a Chris-
no.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he's a little overboard with it, too.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, Nightcrawler ain't that cool anymore. Like, we need Christian representation. That was big back then. But yeah, I don't like them fucking as Wolverine. I thought he was kind of
No, I thought he was great.
Really? You
Yeah,
liked
I
him?
thought he fit
So
that.
no Logan for you?
Oh, Logan
You
was
love
incredible.
Logan,
man.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, he plays a fucking horrible, crippled old man. Fine.
You just watch him die. You're like, man, that end scene
Yeah, I'm
was so
finally rid of
perfect.
him.
you know what I think it was? Wolverine, growing up, looking at him in the comic books, I always pictured him just so like gruff and fucking like angry, and just like a
Yeah.
dirty fucking little old man, pissed off. You
Yeah.
know. And Hugh Jackman tried to read those lines like that, but you could tell he's more believable as like the magician or whatever that movie was when he's playing this fancy, sophisticated, guy. He's great at that. But to me, when I watched him as Wolverine, it looked like a fancy, sophisticated guy trying to play a dude who is a fucking human Wolverine. Does that make sense? Like I wanted somebody fucking
especially in the
badass.
early movies, like he as he got older and let's be honest, started taking drugs to
Human
make him
growth
like
hormone.
fucking gigantic. Like he's
There wasn't no CGI.
and that was not. And like to do that shit after 40, that's crazy.
I'm
He
pumped
became
too, man.
huge. He was gigantic.
Yeah.
But he kind of became more like grizzled and sort of like that Wolverine that you were talking about. You know.
Logan was a fucking incredible movie. I wouldn't mind if they just took that weird looking little kid and just went, "You're the new Wolverine," because that fucking little bitch was bad. Like to watch a small child fuck some shit up like that, God, it's so fucking entertaining. Like I'm
yeah.
like, oh man, I want to see her fight 11.
That's what most Marvel movies should really be. I'm tired of like the kiddie stuff. I'm glad they started bringing in the R-rated movies. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
people getting just shanked and blood coming. It's like the comics. The
Yeah.
comics are not, PG. They're essentially R-rated. So I'm glad they're starting to bring that out more.
Amen.
But like what y'all were talking about, just an actor not really seeming like they're a good fit. And we were discussing this earlier. Venom with Tom Hardy. What do you think about that?
All right, Tom Hardy. That's like one of my. If Tom Hardy's in something, I want to watch it because I've seen him deliver incredible performances.
Yep.
Right?
They're all different.
And I watched the Venom. Like it was building up to it. Right? I'm like, yes, one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Like I'll put Carnage slightly ahead of him, but Venom was pretty fucking badass, and one of my favorite actors. Like holy shit, we get
Can't go wrong,
Cumberbatch
right?
is
Yeah.
fucking Doctor Strange, like win there. Now we're gonna get Tom Hardy as Venom. Like this is incredible. When I watched that fucking trailer, that first one, and I was like, oh boy, this is not good. Like
Yeah.
oh, this is rough.
Yeah.
And then I watched the second trailer, and I was like, oh good, we'll get to see more of the movie. They've done more with the special effects, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is horrible. I'm like, oh, and then they take Tom
Yeah.
Hardy, and you hear him talking. He's like talking in a weird accent.
Why does he have that? Yeah,
acting like a retard. And then when Venom talks, it's not even like him.
Yeah.
Like when he played Bane, even with the mask on and their
Yeah.
vocal effects, it was still him giving this performance. But
That
when they
was a
go
really
to when they go to Venom, it's kind of like not even. I don't even know if they let him do the lines for Venom.
Yeah, no, I think it's a totally different character. It
That's
sounds
why I'm like, oh, that's what I wanted to see. Tom Hardy
And I mean,
as Venom,
and he's supposed
not
to be
Tom Hardy is
Tom
a
Hardy
retard.
just
with the
doesn't. He doesn't work to me as he's supposed to be like a reporter. Like, just come on,
Yeah,
really?
why?
Like you're supposed to be a fucking smart guy. Like, this comes off as such a dope. You
Wasn't
know?
the dude from the comic book as like Eddie Brock? I think it
Yeah.
was. Wasn't he like a fucking
He was kind of
badass?
nerdy.
Like
No, I think he was.
Yeah, he was a
more in the-
football player. I think he was like some
Oh, yeah, he was,
big,
yeah.
like
a dumb
quarterback
brute
or something.
fucking,
Like a
like-
dumb jock,
Yes.
essentially.
But
And then
not a reporter.
no, because everybody's gonna fucking be smart now and like overachievers. You can't just have a bad people in a movie. Like, just take a fucking bad person and make them kill people. That's all we want to see.
Well, it can't be any worse than your boy from that '70s show being Brock.
Oh yeah.
Who's was that like Spider-Man
Topher.
3 or
Oh,
something?
right, yeah. I gotta say though,
yeah, he looks like a jock to me.
Yeah, I think the effects though looked better on the first.
On the
one.
first one, I know. Yeah.
Like, I literally-
Devin compared it to Spawn, which was like 1995 or something.
Yeah, it looked like Spawn to
it's
me. Like
Yeah.
when the symbiote just covers his face and you see his teeth. Looked like Spawn.
Looked
with
like
teeth.
that fucking devil
is it
creature that was in it. You
Is it
remember?
symbiote or symbiote? Like how they say
Oh,
in the
yeah, I don't
trailer. In the trailer, they're like, "We discovered symbiotes."
There's
I'm
too
like,
many of those
"Oh,
things
no."
going around right now for me.
I read the comic book and I like in my head, I'm like symbiote, and then now they're gonna make the whole movie and pronounce it wrong to me. And I'll be like, I'll just walk out.
The weird part to me is I remember Venom with the big eyes. Like
Yeah.
those big eyes on
Yeah, yeah.
Spider-Man and Venom and all that.
Yeah.
That was like a big
It's like
deal
based
back
on
then.
Spider-Man's costume, but then like alien.
Right.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Tom McFarlane was doing that, just trying to
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
make it look new and different. And dude, I look at the fucking movie and I'm like, why you make his eyes so goddamn small? Like, come on, man. The Venoms are cool. There's only a mouth and fucking eyes. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing. How you fuck that up? It just it didn't look good to me.
I
I'm,
feel like I feel like
disappointed.
they're gonna make some changes before the movie
Yeah,
comes
need to
out.
just start over.
I hope
Maybe
they just
actually
don't
kinda
DC
like
it,
it.
you know, and just give up and
Looked
let
cool.
it flop.
I thought it kind of looked cool.
Yeah.
But you know how that is.
I still want to see it. I don't really care.
I want to hear your reasoning behind like why like your opinion doesn't count on this.
Because he doesn't like superhero movies.
Yeah,
so-
Okay,
I'm,
right,
I'm not
right.
a huge
Yeah.
kind of fan on that.
But
so
that's where I'm
already
like,
biased.
that's the one he goes, that looks good. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
so
what?
that's like proof that it's terrible.
yeah, right, probably. I'll see it and be like, this is horrible.
This is really good for a comic book movie. It almost reminds me of that movie Lucy. You ever seen that one?
That movie was awesome.
That
That
was
was
a good
one of the
movie, yeah.
movies that I turned on, not expecting that, and was like, holy shit, this is
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
You didn't like that one?
No.
Well, it brought like the premise like kind of far as like what she was capable of.
Oh, fucking right. It's a movie,
Yeah.
pal. Dude just watched Deadpool die for 175 times. We got a problem with Lucy.
But he talked to me through the camera. It was all suspension of disbelief at that point.
Dude, that fucking Russian dude was incredible. Colossus, that was
Oh, yeah.
so fun, man. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
That's one of my favorite characters. Him and
Yeah,
and
yeah. Back in the
Drax.
day, I always loved that character because he was kind of lame, but he's such a badass. But like personality-wise, he's like so fucking boring. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he's
Like
got
dad.
nothing.
Dude, he talks with a Russian accent. Sold.
Born Persian.
Yeah, like my boy, the crazy Russian hack. Yeah. Well, good shit, man. Y'all got shows coming up or what?
Oh, no. Okay, so
Oh,
it's
boy.
a sensitive subject. I'm gonna take this one because he's a little. He's got
Oh,
some
look,
anger.
battle it out. Come on, let's go.
No. So basically, right now we're teaching the new drummer, Kevin Talley's drums that he recorded for us, and it's sort of like it's been a work in progress, right? But we got offered a pretty big show.
now he's got motivation.
And we opted to turn it down because of just like just to make sure that the drummer is like on, and Devin is
You're not happy about that.
Devin is really unhappy that we turned down the show.
No, I'm more
That had to be uncomfortable,
You're
more
come out with your
disappointed that
best-
we had to turn it down just because.
because he can't learn the fucking drums.
No,
That's what you get for going to pay some fancy fucking guy.
it's
Goddamn.
intimidating. It is.
I did tell Devin, I said, if we do this, we're never gonna find a drummer, right? Like it's gonna be impossible to find.
No, I want him to
somebody.
sound like him.
He will eventually, But
That's hard to do, though. You almost got to
but
let the
he's in a
guy
couple
just
of
find
bands.
his own way of
Yeah.
playing a song.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
hard to do, to be
yeah,
like,
he's got to translate some things into his style.
Right.
But really, the big problem is that we all have lives. We all work.
yeah.
He's the drummer. He's in like at least like 2 to 4 other bands.
Oh, really?
And so
Can he learn those?
We get one practice per week,
Right.
which isn't really enough time
Yeah.
to like just drill, which you have to do in this type of music.
That poor guy, that had to be uncomfortable, right? Because you over there, now I want to play the fucking show. And he's not ready. He still sucks. You're like,
He's
"No."
used to it. He's actually our original drummer from high school days.
Oh, he knows
So
all about
he
this
knows
then.
he knows all about Devin.
Called him
Yeah.
Freelo.
What?
Called him Freelo.
You know, I
Scott
called
has
him
too
that.
many bands.
It's not Scott. It's nothing to do with Scott. All right, you can go listen to Behold the Fortunate. Pretty much anywhere. Seen y'all got that everywhere.
Devin
Bandcamp.
set all that up. Yeah.
Nice, good job.
I do one thing right every once in a while. You
You
know,
did good
besides
on
being a
that.
dick, apparently.
You got to make up for it. That's why you can be a dick, because you're getting shit done.
Exactly.
True.
Right.
But I will say this, and you know, as disappointed as I am that we couldn't play the show, I'd rather, you know, he's doing a great job. He's getting things done. He's learning at his own pace, and by that he's getting things solid. So
It's just frustrating, you know, like we've been ready, like mentally for so long, and to not actually be ready, it just becomes frustrating. Is all. You know?
Yeah,
it's not
it's all
like
part
it's
of
not
the
like
fucking game.
really.
but if we're not all in agreement on being ready to play a show, I
Then
don't want
we're
to
not
go up
ready.
there
Yeah.
and just freeze up and say,
especially the drummer,
yeah,
the
Oh,
drummer's
right,
not ready.
yeah.
You're not ready. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just
Vocalist, you could have just
no, yeah.
grunted something else into the microphone.
Not show up. I could not show up, and they'd be like, "Man, it sounds just the same. It's awesome. Yeah,
It's like
great,
heavy
yeah."
arbitrary. Oh, man. Well, dude, good hanging out with y'all. It was
Oh, yeah.
fun, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Yeah.
Seriously.
Pleasure. Where's the best way to find y'all? I mean, if you just Google Orifist, that's what I did, and it all came up. But
I guess like Facebook is probably our main way of communicating with people. You know, we post everything there, Instagram, and then
We
you
set
know,
up a band camp actually the other day. So.
Yeah.
all right, yeah, I found you on there.
Yeah.
All
So
right. Well, cool, man. Dude, at break, we're going to play Behold the Fortunate and Basking in the Light of the Dark Lord. None of the words mean anything on here. He's just grunting, so I don't even know why they should have just said song 1, song 2. Dude, fun hanging out, man.
Yeah,
nice
appreciate it, yeah.
Nice to see y'all. We won't see you playing live anytime soon, though, because drummer's not ready.
August. I'm gonna say August.
All right,
we should
good.
be ready.
August release.
So.
yeah.
Good shit. Dude, when we come back, we're going to find out what Ali thought of Deadpool 2. And we edited the show. We didn't do that in the beginning. Should we do it now before break,
No,
or you
we
want to
should do it,
save
come
it?
back, yeah.
All right, when we come back, we're going to play what we cut out of the show last week. We feel bad that we cut it out. Very unhonest. It was the first time we ever edited this show since we ousted a drug dealer.
Jesus.
Yeah, second time ever. So, but we're going to play it when we come back from break so that you didn't miss anything if you listened live. Not Real Radio 119 continues. This is Orifist.
You're listening to Not Real Radio.
Not real music.
Not real news.
Not real guests.
Not real reviews.
Subscribe to one of the many ways you can listen.
SoundCloud.
iTunes,
Stitcher,
Google Play Music.
YouTube.
or your favorite podcast app.
Listen live Sunday nights at 8 p.m. on MixLR.
Or just visit NotRealRadio.com.
Where you can buy a t-shirt.
Make a donation.
Transcending radio, one show at a time.
Not real music.
Not real news.
Not real guests.
Not real reviews.
Thank you for listening.
Not Real Radio.
NotRealRadio.com.
We are Popcorn, Piss, and Vinegar, and this is Not Real Movie News. My name's Chris.
Scott.
JB4.
Scott.
All right, so we'll talk about Han Solo here, and this is going to be the movie that's going to fail. You know, the Star Wars movie that nobody wanted, yet they are saying that this motherfucker is going to open up to $170 million, perhaps more. So it's they say that it's actually going to open bigger than Rogue One, and Rogue One was a pretty successful movie.
I believe it.
Yep.
You know, I won't be surprised either way it cuts. You know, I know there's a very strong literal campaign to kneecap Star Wars.
Yeah, well, guess what? And all the motherfuckers that want to kneecap it, they're all going to be standing in line paying money to go see it.
You know, but I do
boycott my dick.
Well, I've heard that they also want to make a trilogy of Solo films if this one does well. So,
I disagree with that, but whatever.
Yeah, I think it. Well, I think it all depends on how it's received, and it all depends on what people love about it. If it does well, dude, they will make a fucking movie.
Yeah, young Han Solo flying around like adventures with. Wasn't there like multiple book series written about Han Solo Luke Skywalker
before they even brought back all the shit in '97? That Han Solo. I mean, there was like only 7 novels that they came out that were like side stories, and out of those 7, 3 of them were Han Solo.
Yeah, and I heard I actually have one. I haven't read it yet, but right before Disney bought Star Wars, everyone was going crazy about this Han Solo zombie book where he gets on a Star Destroyer.
I read it.
How is it?
It's fun.
I read that.
Okay,
it's fun. If you liked it, it was one of those things. The zombie thing was blazing up big time, and they wrote 2 of them. They had a
oh wow, okay.
They had a Han Solo zombie story, and they actually had a Jedi zombie story, and I read both
weird.
of them, so it was pretty cool. So pretty neat shit.
Where my
but
zombies
the
at?
point of all of this is look, they're saying this movie, oh well, this is the Star Wars movie that nobody wants, and all these fucking air quotes true fans, these motherfuckers that want to boycott it, but they'll be there anyway. I hope it blows up in their face, because I mean it's ridiculous.
I don't want it, but I'll go see it. I'm
fucking
go
I'm going to see it. Dude, it's fucking Star Wars. Dude,
right.
May not have. Look, I want to see a movie with Jedis and all that stuff, but man, I'm a fan of that universe, and I want to see other stuff. And what else I think is great too is George Lucas second united shit on that. They're saying that George is rolling in his grave. Dude, George is helping motherfuckers. So I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, man,
you did the first trilogy, right?
Yeah, the first trilogy, and that second one too. Yeah, that amazing one. But anyway, look.
It's leaning.
We'll be checking it out. We'll keep everybody posted. What do we have left on the slate here? Deadpool 2, which is automatically hilarious, and Han Solo. So hopefully that blows up in their face.
Yeah, I think so.
He already sounds
all
like
right.
a
Well, look, we
married
appreciate
man.
you guys listening. Check out Scary Thoughts, PPV, and Not Real Radio on iTunes. Subscribe. Leave a review. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars.
All right, that's the elder Chris Tyree and the PPV guys.
right.
He's sounding like a angry married man already.
There you
Boy,
go.
that honeymoon's over
Exactly.
quick, huh? Dude, that goes fast.
Right. Oh, quick. 1 week.
Yeah.
In and out.
Oh, we got
Literally
Deadpool and Han Solo. Oh,
That's it.
Birdie
On and
hard,
over.
54 million quattros. Dude, we edited the show last week. Actually, it happened during Mayday's mom phone call.
Yeah.
And we had to edit the show.
Yeah.
And then over the week of just us ragging each other and being disappointed in the fact that we edited Not Real Radio, which is supposedly not edited. And if you listened live, you heard everything. But if you listened any other way, there was
Couldn't
a
hear.
chunk of the show that we had to cut out.
And there's good reason. I was looking out for the listeners. This is very graphic detail. This is
Is
bad.
that why you cut it out?
Yeah. I felt.
You had
there's been-
Allie's mom
Yeah,
sucking
you left
toes.
my mom fucking in there. That was graphic.
Yeah,
I wasn't
sensual
that graphic.
moment.
That wasn't that-
sensual moment. Oh. Suck the toenail off that
I'm
thing.
gonna leave. I'm not gonna finish the show.
Look, you used to sit over there and be the failed ballerina that you are. My mom's the only one.
I
All
know,
she said
dude,
is
that
I
was
imitated
so-
a retard at the
Hey,
dinner table.
God, we're never gonna do that again. First off, but if we ever do, I'm gonna
next
buy,
Mother's Day, boy.
I'm gonna buy my mom so much shit. She's gonna be so happy. I didn't realize that was a trick.
That's the key, man.
Yeah.
You gotta
Showered
butter
with
'em up.
gifts.
Yeah, all right, that's easy.
But
Got it.
what made you feel bad enough that where you're like, I'm gonna just fucking play what I cut out this week? And
Because it was my mom being mean.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
and
yeah.
I didn't really think. But if people really want to hear and we owe it to ourselves, I think they can hear it if they like.
All right. Well, comes from Nara Radio 118, a Mother's Day special where we called our moms, and Mayday's mom had this to say.
For information, call 1-800-AND-ABUSE.
I'm just kidding.
That's pretty fucked up,
Yeah, that's
right?
kind of good. I'm
Like,
glad. Yeah, now we know where you get it from.
I learned it from you,
Wow,
Bob.
that was weird shit.
I know, right?
What is happening with that? You cut it out because of the frequencies.
Yeah.
It wasn't good for you.
No, it was fucking brutal, dude. That was some fucked up shit.
All right.
But everybody, hey, we wanted to
Yeah,
hear it.
probably
so-
should have left that out.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Next time.
Oh, it
If
was
we
worse
cut
than I thought.
something, right?
Like, yeah, I was like, it's really not that bad. Now that you played it, oh my god.
Hearing it back and like absorbing it
Oh,
for
it's
a little
horrible.
while and kind of yeah, that's pretty bad.
That was her attempt at humor.
Yeah, it's
Not funny. No. She was over there preaching at us.
I
What I need to
know.
not do and do.
I know. Oh, dude,
Huh?
quick too,
Oh, yeah.
huh?
She
Oh,
comes out
pointing
with the
that
gate
finger.
with that.
God,
Your
right?
mom outed you on it though. She said she hates
did.
anybody make fun of retards, and you did it.
I did. My mom thought it was great.
Yeah. Huh?
My mom was upset that I was moving out. Like, where was she going to get her retard humor from?
It's true.
Unbelievable. Well,
Should have switched moms.
apples fall straight down, you know? That's what they do. Gravity or something. Dude, we went and seen Deadpool 2. We talked a little bit about with the guys from Orifist. They were pretty nice guys. I like them
Yeah.
guys. Huh?
Different
You
from
like
what-
them more or less now?
I like them better because I heard the music before and I was like, oh, these guys, not another set of these fucking guys.
What?
But yeah, they've got their death metal guys. You know what I mean? They usually are smelly and bad attitudes. And
But these are my friends. Remember, I brought them in. I brought in quality
Okay.
people
I
because
wanna
that's
talk
what
about
I do.
you, but fine
Yeah.
if that's what you want to do.
right.
That
so
doesn't
What are you
matter?
saying? I'm bringing the dirtbags?
Yes.
They were one beer guys, too.
I
Yeah.
like
drinkers.
that. I
Drinkers
like
can
that.
go one
Oh,
or two
yeah,
ways.
Yeah, yeah. I
you
mean,
know?
could you imagine a whole case? That would be insane.
Yeah.
But no, they were actually. I like them better now. I think that's a tall order with the drummer. Like, whoa, you're gonna make the drummer learn somebody else's shit.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's the
rough,
last
huh?
thing they
Poor
really
guy.
want to do. You know what I mean? Usually, it's kind of like the drums are out. They're like, hey, here's a guide, but make it yours. You
Yeah,
know
because
what
no
I mean?
matter how good you do, you just played something somebody else did.
Right.
Yeah, but
and-
they want it to sound like the album, which makes sense too.
That's
Yeah,
not
but-
this guy's fault.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you
Yeah,
want?
but he
Why don't you
agreed
go
to do
save
it,
up
so-
and fucking pay that guy to
yeah,
come play?
right. Come play.
he agreed
3
to
times
do
a
it.
He's
year.
so great. Why don't you fucking get him? Can't afford him. Too
Obviously,
busy
they
paying
have faith.
Indonesian children.
Obviously, they have faith that he can do it, so it just takes time. Thank you.
Ain't nobody got time for Tom.
Oh, anybody.
You
Dude,
killed Black Tom.
Deadpool 2. What did you think, Allie? You enjoy it?
Awesome.
That's it. All right. Yeah, dude, we had a good time, man. The maggots weren't really that
Really?
bad.
No, they
Alright.
weren't.
Yeah,
There
this was
no
actually
children.
the best audience we've been in a long time.
Yep.
Really?
People next to
Alright.
me weren't killing me. Like it was really.
Nice.
Very,
That's good to hear.
It was somewhat diverse audience too, but everybody had something. I don't know. It seemed like 25 to 45, kind of the cool kids. It really did seem like that. I think you had to have a certain.
Coolness factor.
Everybody was cool and everybody laughed at the same parts, like the same jokes and shit. Like everybody got it. It was really cool to kind of be in a room of everybody who's kind of like-minded. Is that?
Yeah.
In that way.
I didn't have no overabundancy of laughter, and I ain't gonna lie, I was laughing
You
too.
laughed because I heard you.
Like,
Really?
dude, there's
Yeah.
funny shit in that movie, and I'm a harsh critic. I don't think just because it's Deadpool, it's hilarious. Like, I
Right,
think people
right.
go way fucking overboard with it. But this actually had a lot of moments that really made me, I laughed. I was like, holy shit, man, this funny shit. And for multiple reasons. Like, that's why I'm enjoying Ryan Reynolds working on this, is because when the jokes in the movie are funny for 3 or 4 reasons, not just, I mean, some of it's really lowbrow.
Right,
just
right. Well, you
shit.
got to have a couple in there, but
Yeah.
that's kind of sometimes
But
it
a
works.
lot of the other jokes are, you have to understand a couple of things
Right.
for it to be funny, and really good job with that. Josh Brolin, who's in everything.
The new Rock.
Yeah, I mean, he's just Thanos. We watched him in that, and then
Yeah.
you go, and now he's Cable in this. And dude, there's a joke about it in there, to where it's like, man, it really felt fun to be. It was rewarding of watching a lot of comic book movies. This one was like, hey, here's a really good comic book movie with this great, well-written character, and we're gonna do a good job of it and make fun of the other movies. Like it's
While
starting
doing
to,
it and do it tastefully. It sounds like.
Yeah, it's like a reward for watching all this and being into it. Is they're like repaying their audience. Boy, she's really going at that fucking brownie, huh?
Dude,
you
fuck
couldn't even
off.
help but watch. You wanted one? Is that why you were looking at it
No,
like that?
I just didn't know
You're
what
just
that
amazed?
sound was.
She's gonna get every fucking crumb
Fuck
out
y'all,
that thing.
man. I didn't get
Dude.
fucking
No,
pretzel
she would-
crisp because I wasn't trying to make noise, and now the brownie makes noise. Y'all can piss
No,
off.
it was the fact that you were adding the analog sound effects to the movies.
Good. Maybe it needed that.
Man, it was jealous. My clip needs more room.
Yeah.
The girlfriend is back from the first one. She a cute chick.
Really?
She got nice
Alright.
legs, and they show them the whole time. She doesn't really do much. She's not a huge, part of the movie, but she is in it still. What?
Nothing. You looked away, and I was like, I know what you're looking at.
Oh yeah, see if she had anything to say about it. I'm gonna get in trouble at the end of this for
What?
not.
What?
We're in
Have
trouble
I ever
right now.
been that person to say, "Oh, you can't say a woman has nice legs"? I talk about Tom Hardy all the time. What are we talking about?
I was saying, oh my god. So she did exactly what she said she wasn't
Well,
gonna do.
I was assuming that that's what y'all were talking about.
Yeah,
What would I
any,
say?
Any feelings on the two actors I talked about so
The
far?
chick's fine as shit. Yeah, I always thought she was attractive.
All right.
Okay, I don't. And then what other one? You talking about Ryan Reynolds? You already know how I feel about him. He's great. I think he's awesome.
The Zazie Beetz, we didn't know about her. I was kind of on the fence. And after watching her in the whole movie, dude, she's fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah,
that was
she
a
was
great
awesome.
character.
Really? All right.
Really funny. Like, her kind of superpower is just luck, which, man, after watching a little bit, they boosted her up. That bitch kicks ass and everything, and she's
sure.
lucky.
Yeah,
It wasn't like
yeah.
she just got luck. I thought she was going to be like one of those characters that kind of fail into, like, what, Inspector Gadget.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? The way it's like the luck is just
Oh,
the
yeah,
only
right
thing
there.
she
Yeah,
has.
that dude had all kind of cool devices and shit.
But she kind of like that can do a bunch of other shit. It's not just luck. But the luck aspect of her powers is very entertaining to watch play out on
Nice. All right.
screen. And I was like, man, this is one of my new favorite characters. Really good job by her.
Yep, she was awesome. I agree.
They had a couple other ones, the Bill Skarsgård, and he was
Yeah, yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
The dude from Clown.
Yeah.
I mean, the clown from It.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
dude from Clown. The clown from It. He was great in it. Oh, you're going to really like his character. That was good. And Terry Crews, the
I
Old
like Terry
Spice
Crews.
guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you like him in this. He
Really?
does a great job in this one.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't
But,
know what to
man,
expect on that.
yeah. You got any questions about the music was good. They used a lot of old songs in it and
Really?
done it at cool times.
Is it
so,
throwback like?
yeah, there's a
80s?
lot of throwback songs
all
in
right,
it.
All right, kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy ish.
Yeah, they went all over the place.
Really?
Like, to be honest, it's not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, all right, this is the 80s nostalgia.
Right.
No, they use some old songs, though, in funny spots.
I gotcha.
A really good job on that. Like, the music was fucking pretty badass. And Allie
Yeah.
even made a comment of the Foley art was really good.
Really?
Yeah, it just
She was like-
sounded really good.
Crisp and clean.
Yeah, especially in the fight scenes, all the hits sounded really good. Everything was really.
Oh, since I didn't see it, did Zazie Beetz get killed in the fight scene?
We can't say that.
You're
Are
fishing
you
for
serious?
spoilers,
Oh,
pal.
come on.
You're
Wait,
not
were no
getting any.
spoilers on this?
Nope, no spoilers.
All right. Did he? Did Bill Skarsgård fuck some shit up?
I can't tell you
Come
anything.
on! Now you're gonna tell me that.
Some
Can't have
shit
a
was
spoiler.
fucked up.
Really? But
And it
not
may or
gonna
may
say-
not have done with him
Was
fucking it up.
Was
Oh.
it Bill Skarsgård? Skarsgård.
With the little dot over the A.
Did he fuck up Ryan Reynolds? Or are they in the same team?
They're on the same team, man.
All right.
I'll give you that
All
one.
right, that's all you can say. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, funny.
Like, interview's over. That's a 10
No
second
more
Ryan
questions.
Reynolds.
Done.
You're getting real close to spoiler level. But man, I did find something interesting that we could talk about because it has nothing to do with the movie, but then has everything to do with the movie. This comedian, TJ Miller, he still plays Weasel, and it's the bartender at the bar. It's like friend that has real talks with Deadpool.
Weasel.
And dude, this dude in real life, I think he's the co-writer. He also helps write the Deadpool movies. This dude's out of fucking control. He's like the mud puddle of mud guy. Like, dude, he fucking assaulted an
Wes.
Uber driver and like got in a big fight with him because of a
really?
Donald Trump argument. And so I think and then he had sexual misconduct allegations on him because he like forcefully fucked this chick who claimed she didn't want to be fucked like that. Yeah. So he had that going on. And then not long after that, I think in between Deadpool 1 and 2, He gets arrested for calling in a false bomb threat to a train or something, like a subway train
they
or
said
something.
he was
dude.
obliterated and he was acting crazy.
Oh,
and
that's
He got in some
altercation.
argument with some woman and then called in saying that she had a bomb, but then he called the wrong train, so somebody else.
So they
got
pulled
fucking
another train over
Yeah.
and made everybody get off.
So now the dude's under FBI investigation.
Are you
and shit.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking rock star
Which
shit.
I don't know how much he does, but man, I think they're not having him back now. He's too dangerous to have around. But that's gonna kind of suck because they had a really good team. Them dudes were writing some
Yeah,
great
he was
shit.
fucking funny
right.
in the
God
movie.
damn.
He's good. I
He's-
liked him from the first one too.
And we don't know how much of a writer he was. He could have been responsible for a lot of the shit we think is so funny, but he's gone now.
You
I don't
sure
know.
it said that that's it?
I don't think they're gonna have him back. He's starting to get a little. He's bad for,
Hey, if they
for
break like
publicity.
$1 billion or something, but get him back. We need the
Yeah.
same thing. Let's go. Fuck
I
it.
don't know, man.
To me,
He's
he's
Better
not,
lawyers.
To me, he's not accused of kid touching, so they should still let him
I
participate.
think he just has a problem where he gets drunk and does shit that he don't
Yeah,
really,
he's
he
fucking
just
out of
needs to
control.
calm down. Yeah.
Oh man, dude, Mayday State of Decay 2 comes out
Oh,
on Tuesday, but you
Yeah.
don't have the Game Pass, so you're not gonna be able to play it.
Is it still $1?
Why don't you just buy
The
it
Game
for a
Pass?
fucking
No,
dollar?
that ended.
Oh, it's $9.99 now.
I think
but they
so.
got, I guess, but they got some fucking horrible games on there, man.
It wasn't worth $1 though, just to play one thing.
It hadn't
It's
come
not
out
gonna
yet.
dollar that anymore. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
I know, but you
I-
should have just got it knowing the
I
shit was
had
gonna
it.
come
Hey,
out.
that's my problem. Is I had Game Pass, and it was so bad to me that I just let it. I
Yeah,
was like, I
definitely
don't want to do this shit. Yeah, fuck it. It's terrible.
You know,
I
if
don't
you
want to play that anymore.
if you did want to play this,
Yeah.
I would get the subscription for $9.99.
Yeah.
Have it for a month.
And
Play
then-
this, and if it
For
sucks,
the
then you
low
only.
price of $9.99.
If it sucks, you only spent $9.99 on the game.
$9.99. I want my $9 back.
How come we can't have adult talk?
Because whenever I try to talk, y'all play clips over me. So I'm fucking doing the same shit back.
But this is very interesting stuff.
No, this is boring. Nobody wants to hear about this. Y'all
Yeah,
can talk
they
about
want
it.
to know
but-
if Mayday and I are going to play this game. They might
Oh,
want
do
to
they?
play it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
definitely.
okay.
I read
sure.
some
All right,
bad
dude.
shit.
All I'll say this is, if it's zombie related, they definitely want me to play on their team. I will fuck some shit up on that one. I'm being serious, man. That's my shit.
I looked at some little videos, early gameplay, and I read some things, and it don't really seem like it's going to be good.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be good. That's the annoying part. Is like I'm ready for something new to come out. You know.
I know. I think it's going to be one of those things where when you do the co-op, it doesn't actually go towards
Oh,
whatever
really?
whatever
That's-
you're building or something. I don't know. It's kind of confusing, but I did read a lot of things. People weren't really happy about it.
Is it something that potentially could change, like an update, or is that just like the structure?
Y'all can keep talking. Nobody can hear what I'm doing in the background. Just
I
keep
can
going.
fucking hear
I
it.
can hear it too.
Cannon Alley. Where's Steven at?
Cannon Alley.
Where's fucking
Cannon Alley.
Thank you, Steven. But man, I don't know. It seems like it should be fun, but if it's not great graphics and
Yeah,
it
that's
sounds
my
like
problem,
you got
'cause I
this
played
safe area, right?
Yeah,
Where the
yeah,
zombies
yeah.
can't get you,
Yeah.
but then you run out of food and
And
supplies
rations,
to
yeah.
keep that, and you got to go out and try to get it.
Okay.
It's just kind of cool. Like gives
Yeah.
you a reason.
How many can you play? 4.
I think so.
All right. That's
Let
a
me
big
see.
one to me because if you can't play 4, 3 maybe if you're really good, but 4 to me is like the minimum.
Yeah, it says one player can host up to 3 companions.
All right. Yeah. With the right team, that could be fun, but I don't know. It's got to be really clear graphics. Like it's got to be good.
Like you got to have a reason to go get the zombies, right? Like you just can't. The game would be boring if you just go run and kill just to do it.
Right.
So I guess to go into scavenging to get the stuff is your reason to have to leave.
And interact with them and
Right.
fight them. Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. But I just those scavenging games, man. I ain't a big fan of that. I want to run around fucking holding down the X to pick up fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
get this inventory, and I'm like, I don't like the inventory because I
don't
can't
either.
keep track of
Right,
it. It
right,
gets
right.
complicated. I'm like,
Yeah, and then like you pull up your bin, and then it's like you're getting attacked. You're like, how do I get out of this? And
Yeah.
you die.
Oh,
and
I don't like
fucking
all
leave
that.
the shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's an interesting one.
I am gonna try it though, since
Yeah?
I got that thing for $1, so I might as well.
All right.
I'm gonna try that, and then I'm gonna get the update for NBA Playgrounds.
Oh, really? All right.
And try that.
I've been seeing you be
And then
gaming
I'm
on
gonna
that.
cancel that shit.
Oh, really?
In a minute. Yeah, guess what? Once you cancel it, you lose all that.
Oh, well. Say
That's
la
pretty
vie,
dumb.
say the
Damn.
old folks. That goes to show you never can tell.
I'll definitely say that based on your,
Oh, boy.
if it's really good to good,
Really
I'll try it.
Yeah.
If it's anything,
But you're going to let
less,
me guinea pig it first.
Oh yeah, and then because I'm not gonna waste my time on that one. You know what I mean?
If I go, I'm canceling Game Pass this
Yeah,
month.
I'll be like,
Because I got to
oh.
the end of the month.
Yeah,
And then
to
I'm going
do
to
it.
cancel it if this
Right,
sucks.
right,
Because
or
I only
renew it.
spent $1.
Yeah, right.
Holla for a dollar.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
$1.
right.
All right.
Dude, PPV guys talked about it. Coming to the movies this week, Solo.
Oh, is it? It's this week?
A Star Wars story.
I'm excited to see it. I'd
Really?
actually go
What?
see it. What? Yeah. That and Deadpool. I'd actually go see that.
Too late for Deadpool.
Should have
but-
been at Deadpool
Oh,
last
well.
night. Sorry.
I know.
Missed the boat.
Really? You like
I'll
Solo?
go see it. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I'll go see
Yeah.
Solo though.
Why?
Partially because of Donald Glover. I like Donald Glover.
All
He's making waves right now, and
You
I'm
wanna see him.
interested. He's got my attention. Like
From what
after
I heard,
watching-
he like steals the show in it, man.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
And it's kind of a little refreshing too that it's not, if I understand correctly, it's not based on. It's like them younger, right?
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's not real Star Wars.
Right. And I kind of like that. Not real Star Wars. There we go. Maybe that's the key.
I guess maybe since you're detached from it, it doesn't hurt.
I
or
mean, I
bother
kind of
you
have
to
an
think
idea
about
of
it.
what's going on
But
with
I know
it,
that
but-
they're gonna fucking shit all over it.
Oh, I kind of want to see it now.
They're gonna
just
shit
to,
all
just to
over
be
the
like,
memory of Han Solo. He's dead, and then they're gonna go back and do this.
Really?
Alright.
I watched the first trailer and was not
It looks
interested
fucking
at all.
stupid.
The second trailer, when they showed more of the film, I'm like, all right, that looks kind of cool. And they
Yeah.
got this bad guy in it, whatever.
Yeah.
That fucking thing that looks wicked, like some
Right.
kind of upright bug, almost like an Egyptian mythology creature. Fucking look like set out in that bitch. I'm like, this thing looks fucking badass.
And the fucking sound, the little bit of her in the trailer was like, God damn, dude. That's
Yeah, and what's his
effects.
name? Fucking your boy's
Spielberg?
playing
What are you
in
talking
it.
about?
White Man Can't Jump.
Woody Harrelson.
Yes,
yeah, he's
dude,
in it.
he's
yeah,
got.
yeah, he got
there's
me interested
always
too.
a chance that he's
Oh,
gonna
he's
be
such a
really
wild
funny.
card. Yeah,
Just entertaining to watch.
yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
And dude, Lando was Billy D. Williams. That was
Oh,
always a
yeah.
cool ass character.
Yep.
They didn't have much screen time, like a little here and there, but it
Right.
was neat when they were
Icing
there.
on the cake.
So maybe they have, Glover play him. That'll be pretty neat. Kind of a character,
Mr. Glover.
a character that was cool, but yet didn't really get much screen time.
Yeah, no. And I think there are only a few people that could pull that off, and he's definitely one of them
All right.
in my mind.
The guy who did Jean Favreau, man, this dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
What about
Yeah.
John Favreau?
He's doing a voice for one of the little alien creatures that
He's
pilot
another
a ship
wi-
or something.
He's another wild card. I'll be honest with you.
Why?
He's one of those that he can. I've seen him do great shit. So it's like I'm not. I know y'all think I'm biased, but you
no,
know what
I think
mean?
he's really good, actually.
So it's kind of one of those like, all right, that sounded like a really strong ass lineup.
Yeah, Chewbacca's gonna be in. Chewbacca's cool as
Chewbacca.
fuck.
I saw him and he looked really good. And for some reason, I didn't really like the previous versions of him. Whatever they're doing now, maybe he's younger or something like that. Maybe it's kind of like the group
ain't as
kind of
straggly.
simulation.
You don't like old Wookiees?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the old
Wookiees
Wookiee.
live a long time,
I
though.
know.
That motherfucker's old as hell.
But he seems like he's, I don't know, he's got the gloss on his coat. You know
Yeah,
what I
look
mean?
like
It's
he's been
all right,
brushed lately.
Yeah, like he
I
took a
got you.
bath.
Like Pickle put the toothbrush to him.
No, he didn't. Yeah, the dude's actually a Finnish, professional basketball player who plays Chewbacca now. They did change not too long ago.
That's awkward.
What? I'd like to know why it's awkward.
Me too.
Is this one of those
'Cause-
words like Orifist words?
You still
Like-
think about a basketball player inside that costume. That's not kind of weird to you?
No, what do you
'cause
think
he's-
of?
Who else are you going to get that's 7
Yeah.
feet tall?
A robot or just
Robot.
CGI
That
it
shit
in there?
costs too
Like, come
Yeah,
on.
right. No, I'm surprised they don't do a CGI Wookiee.
Yeah,
that would
why
look
would they
horrible.
No. I don't, yeah, no,
The
you
hair-
can't-
hair's
the hair,
hard to
you
do.
can't do
They
the
can
hair
do it.
and
It
more.
would just take a lot of money.
Let this guy put the fucking
costume
suit on.
is gonna
Thank
be
you.
You know
a
that
lot cheaper.
motherfucker's hot.
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
Oh, what
Yeah,
a
it's gonna
miserable
be
job.
terrible.
Yeah, of all things you get to be.
Pull the hat off.
Yeah, only thing
And
worse
you don't
would have
think
been
he makes
R2
enough
back in the
money that
day.
he's got to
Ooh,
do this?
That little
It's like,
midget
oh.
was mad.
He must suck at basketball.
Yeah, he mustn't be very good because damn.
No, you know what? He was probably really good. And then they're like, hey, if you just want to sit here and sweat, we'll pay you all this money. He's like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah, right.
I'll have to run around.
Dude, the dude that played Vision's going to be in it too. Like Dryden Voss is going to be some bad guy. A crime lord or something. So that kind of be cool. I like that dude.
Okay.
Paul Bentley?
Bentney.
Pretty
I've heard
neat.
that name.
And dude, I remember building up to this. PPV guy was talking about it, and it would
Yeah.
get on the movie sites about how it was like a directorial disaster. I think they switched directors. They got old
twice.
Ron Howard, and for some reason, Ron Howard actually made some good movies. Like he had like a stretch of a couple of really good movies
Yeah.
that I was like, damn, that was awesome.
But not Star Wars.
When I hear the name Ron Howard, I don't think of quality. I think of like
Opie and
bad.
Ant-
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that
like
guy
garbage.
was those bad old shows. I never liked that Nick at Night. Yeah, I didn't like no fucking Nick at Night. man.
I
don't
did.
watch
Why
none
you
of that.
hating?
I don't like that. I don't like all them old shoes.
Isn't
They're
that,
weird.
That's weird.
Oh, the Nick at Night was different when you were young because you're old. But like
I don't
Nick at
like
Night for
Andy
me
Night
is
is
like
Hannah Montana.
mine
for-
wasn't that. Mine was like
The oldest shows I'll go back to is like I really like Taxi. I thought was really
I used
funny.
to watch Taxi on there.
And oh wait, there's another one.
Cheers, Three's Company.
Cheers was okay, but Taxi and Welcome Back, Kotter.
Oh, I used to watch
fucking
that a
love
little
that
bit.
show.
Watched,
When that song would come on, I'm like, this is it.
I like the old ones. I like Bewitched.
Is
and
that
I
the
like,
one? Is that the one with John
the
Ritter?
Genie.
And
I
what's
like
her
that
name? And
Lucy
Suzanne
fucking
Summers?
show.
Oh, I
the
like the
Honeymooners,
Lucy
all
show.
that. That shit garbage.
To the moon.
Honeymooners was funny.
Oh, wow.
And I used to
there
watch
was a lot
Mary
of
Tyler
domestic
Moore.
violence in
and-
there. Like if you go back and look, he
no.
was always about to beat out.
Never
Oh yeah,
watched-
he was about to whoop the fuck
I
out
never
of him.
watched Sanford and Son.
Oh, Sanford and Son was
don't like that.
awesome. No,
don't
you-
like Golden Girls.
Golden
Didn't
Girls
like
was
that.
awesome.
Mm-mm.
Mama's Family was one of my favorites.
Oh, that's trash.
I watched Archie Bunker too.
Oh, boy,
All
that's
in the
garbage.
Family.
I don't know. They had some good Mama's Family every now
Dude,
and
Mama's
again.
Family was fucking funny. Dude.
I used to love that
Watching
fucking
that shit.
song.
I don't like old people.
Me too.
I don't like them on the TV. I don't like them on the movies. I don't
But
like
it was kind
in
of
real
different
life.
because it was a young woman or a younger woman playing an older woman.
She was really young. Yeah, she was
Not
like 30
funny
when
enough
she
for
played.
me.
But she did a fucking great job. That's probably where I got my used to be idea from, dude.
All right.
She was awesome.
Thelma Harper.
Yeah, old Thelma.
So, Scotty's birthday, we went to it. Allie, you said you were going to
Speaking
give...
of going out to somebody's birthday, it's time for Out with This week's Out with
Really went
Allie
for it on that one.
featured event Friday, May 25th at 8 p.m. at Southport Hall. Live music and party hall. Niall.
Oh, I'm actually really excited about
With-
this.
Really?
Yeah, George
Me too.
Collide.
The Void.
Jared.
And Raise the Death Toll.
Or Jared.
To RSVP for more info, click the link below. See y'all there.
Hey, is that this Friday?
That's what I just said.
So we get my favorite
What I
drummer
just
and your
said.
favorite drummer?
Friday,
Oh,
May
yeah, that's
25th
My
Fifth
second
at
and favorite
8
drummer.
p.m.
You're first.
I'll say this. I bet you Jared loves this guy too. That's
Really?
how badass this guy
Now I
is.
don't want to
So
go.
Niall's actually good?
I've read about him and stuff. I saw him last time when they came. I specifically went to go see him because it's one of those that it's like this dude's kind of a freak of nature
Yeah.
as far as blast beats go and shit like that. But unfortunately, I only caught the last two songs, and I was very disappointed.
I bought one of their CDs like when I was young, when it came out,
Yeah.
and I listened to it. I know it's badass, but yeah, I didn't like that shit.
They
I'm
look
like,
pretty
ugh.
funny in the picture. I don't know. if
Like
I
to
don't
look
say
at the
that.
artwork. I'm like, it's pretty fucking wicked.
I agree.
And then listen to some of the music and I understand it's badass, but yeah, I don't like that shit.
I can only deal with a little bit of it, but the drummer's so good at what he does, kind
Really?
of thing. It's kind of like, that's kind of cool to see live. That's
All right.
kind of one of those, like, he's put himself that high. That is like, all right, good job, dude. That
Gotcha.
takes work.
That'll be a fun night, man. I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
me too.
See if we deduct
Wait
or
till helmet.
is Brawler's score gonna go up or down after that, man? That's gonna
I
be
don't know, man. It's
God.
gonna be main
Interesting.
I know.
stage brawler. Like
Right?
this is gonna be big.
God, he's going to be yelling at some motherfuckers.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope it really doesn't
Friday
start at
night,
8. I
too.
hope it starts at 9. That's just the doors. I can't tell.
Don't know.
Don't know.
We haven't seen the Void in a long time.
No, I know. I'm fucking
I haven't
stoked.
seen him with that meth head.
Oh, we haven't seen him with the new singer.
Boy,
Jesus,
he got
okay.
boils and shit.
Good God, okay.
Oh God! Hey, is this the first time we're gonna
Not
see him with
very
the
Yeah,
nice,
don't touch
dude.
that motherfucker. Like serious, right? You gonna get you
Hazmat
something.
suit.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Hey, wait.
Get off a stage sweaty and all that shit's activated. You're like, back up off me, pal.
Jesus, man.
Activated.
I thought that motherfucker about as dirty as Paul's call.
Oh, Paul McCartney.
I've never seen his
Dirty
car, but that's a
Courtney.
dirty car.
No, that's Vince. Wait, one of them. I think it might be Vince.
No, Vince worked at a place where somebody sent him a picture
Yeah,
of the
Paul's.
inside of Paul's car. Yeah.
That's it.
Paul's.
How bad was it? Like on a scale
It
of
was
1 to
bad.
10.
Look at that new singer.
It
That's
was-
how bad it was.
It was like if you just think about just a bunch of trash being strewn
thrown
throughout,
up.
like
Oh, yeah.
all over the floor throughout.
Fucking, that's the void. Besides Jared. Dude, Jared's gonna be in all shape now. He's all ripped up.
Is he? He's
Yeah.
been fucking hitting it hard. He's
Yeah,
been
not
rocking
drinking.
it up, huh?
Yeah, he's
Really?
no-
He
it's
stopped
no fun.
drinking.
Like fat Jared better. It's
Oh,
funnier.
God, huh?
I know. I like drinking Jared way better.
Yeah, me too. He gets a little fucking red and sweaty.
I don't get what this
What's he
is.
trying
yeah.
to? What's he
He's
trying to
always
do?
loud.
I'm
He's
healthy
not
now.
quite
Like,
as
what?
loud.
Give me a fucking
Yeah,
break.
tell him to get in
why?
shape's over, pal. We like the other guy. I threatened to fucking rip his tickets up to the Wildcat thing. I'm like, you ain't coming. I'm fucking dealing with this guy. Giving her protein tips and shit. You fucking deal with that. Like, I went to old Jared back, and he said, I'll be drinking by then. I said, all right, I got your ticket.
Oh, wait, he's just working out and all that specifically for this?
Dude, you know
Yeah,
how those
dude, he's
people
gonna be on
do it.
stage
Are you
with
serious?
Now.
Yeah, he's going to take his shirt off and everything.
He's got to show that Now dude up. Like, watch, I'm coming up.
Watch this.
Watch what I can
this,
What
George.
I can do.
Yeah. He's like, ain't nobody going to be even looking at Brawler.
I've got 2 hi-hats, George.
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 Dude, remind me, I got to bring him his war rig shirt. That I got him.
Oh, that birthday
Yeah, I remember.
shirt.
So we went
Yeah.
to Bobby Jack's Critics' Choice, and we seen a
Critics'
picture
Choice.
of him. We seen a picture of him, man. They had a big old picture of Bobby Jack in there. It was
Girl got a
creeping
big
me
old
out.
butt.
I swear to God, I looked in the eyeballs on the pictures were moving. Bobby Jack is still
He's
criticizing
in
shit
there.
while
Yeah,
he's there.
he's making a choice about his critics in there.
Yeah. Dude, the place was kind of fun, though, man.
I like
That was
it.
like an old people hangout. They like let
Yeah,
us
yeah.
come in there and fucking party a little bit for Scotty's birthday.
I did like that. That was kind of neat. It was cool, man. Like, it wasn't a bad place. I honestly thought it was going to be a lot worse than it was.
It was clean and it was nice.
clean.
Good
it was,
bartender.
Yeah, it's like when old drunks go to chill
Yeah,
out.
right.
That's
Yeah.
their spot.
Well, fucking, I ordered a double because I thought that, you know, you don't know a bartender, you don't know how heavy they pour and all that. So I just like, I don't want no weak ass drink. I'm gonna get a double to start the night off. And then it just ended up that every drink we got was a double after that, and I didn't even say it. She just gave them to me, and then I didn't think to say, no, we got to do a single. But it was too late, so I got obliterated. I'll just put that out there. I woke up fully clothed, didn't brush, floss,
Ooh.
nothing. I was
Ooh,
so disgusted.
really?
It was bad. Yeah, I mean,
Ooh.
I just fell on the bed, I think, and died. Is that what happens, Artome?
Yeah. I was like, all right, she's safe. Went and took a shower.
Yeah, I just died right there on the bed.
Damn. All right. I had a good little buzz. I mean, I wasn't tanked by
Shouldn't
anything.
have,
but
We
like-
it was
stayed
nice.
after y'all left, and for a while until the
Oh,
thing was
really?
over. Yeah, and then
Really?
I was drunk, hugging everybody I didn't know. I was like, oh, yeah,
hugging
dude.
Scotty's mom. Hey, oh,
Dude, they're fucking sweet ass people too, man.
Oh, they're
that whole
great.
crew.
That's a
like
good
you can tell
family.
why Scotty's like that, and Claire just fits right in with it. Like
Were you there
I
when
love the
B-Loop
fuck out
and,
of Claire. Yeah, B
Uh-huh.
Loop showed
Yeah,
up, man.
played some
Goddamn.
bongo.
We
Yeah.
did
Haven't
some
seen
song.
him in a
Yeah, that
while.
was fun, man. They moved back here, so now they'll be around more.
Yeah, they good people too. That was
Fucking
funny.
right.
Scotty seemed like he had fun. I enjoyed him yelling at Claire. Claire, go get this.
Oh,
Get
I need
another
more drink. Yeah, I've got 2 swallows left.
Yeah,
and
that
then
was
I'm done.
That
It's
was
like,
pretty
what?
awesome.
Yeah.
She was staying. She wasn't drinking, man. It was kind of disappointing. I'm like, what the fuck's up? I thought you'd be going wild,
Yeah.
kicking
Oh,
people in
I
the
know,
balls.
right?
She said, well, I got to be responsible. I'm going home. We got baby to take care of. Scotty. I'm like, oh, this fucking's weak. And
she's responsible as fuck.
First
See
Jared
that?
quits drinking. Now Claire. I'm like, come on, man. These people are my entertainment, man. They go out
Brawler's
of
still
control.
drinking?
Oh, yeah, no,
Might
bro.
drink it
I'd
more.
be tipping them back, you know me.
Drinking horror movies, playing shows when I'm not busy with my baby.
That's right.
They show you the picture.
Oh, goddamn.
But yeah, pretty cool place, and I was happy for Scotty. It seemed like he had fun.
Yeah.
He did a good job. He fucking really does some cool songs that are different that you don't hear, like not played out. He does them really well. But he actually did like think I get a Queen song, and I'm like, oh, fucking Scotty, come on, why you want to do
I
this to
know.
you and us?
Yeah.
And he did good. I was like, God damn, bro, you give fucking Mr. English a run for his money
Even
on some
pulled
of
out
that.
some Billy Joel, and I'm like, that's
Yeah,
no
that was
slouch
not a
shit.
good idea. Him playing with his dad, though, was cute. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
this is fucking awesome, man.
That's
Check
pretty
these
funny.
guys out. He was mean to his dad, disrespectful a couple of times to him, too. Very belligerent on stage the other night. He was like, it's my
No.
birthday. I'm going to yell at everybody. Oh, you leave now. Tell his dad, huh? You've
I
had
like how
enough,
he was
Dad.
like, fuck.
Get out.
I'll be taking over from now.
Yeah,
I like how he's like, fuck. And we're like, what? Like, we're like yelling at him, heckling him the whole time. He's like, man, my capo's in my bag, but it's like all the way over there. It
Yeah,
was
all
like
the way over there is
2
2
feet
feet.
from him.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then he
that-
got up and went and got it. And then he was like, that wasn't really that bad. Like, fuck, dude.
Yells at his dad, give me the extra cable out of there. So his dad tried to do it, pulls that up. Boy, that motherfucker was all knotted up. It's like, oh, bad
You can
cable
see it
management.
in the dad's eyes, just like, ah.
He had 4 cables that looked like 400.
I know.
He had
I
like 2
never-
lights and 2 microphones and fucking had about
And one
40
speaker.
cables.
Dude, I've never seen somebody.
Must have been 100-foot cables they just wrapped around themselves.
Oh, yeah,
Dude,
that,
I've never seen somebody take so little amount of gear and make it look so convoluted
So he
in my
starts doing a
life.
song, and he's like, damn, I forgot my set list in the truck.
Yeah.
Claire, go get my set
Claire,
list.
get my set list.
You're my
So
keys.
she goes and gets it and comes back with this little bitty ass piece of paper, not like an actual notebook size, 8.5 by 11, like a quarter, like a 4x6 little piece of paper, and it's ripped in half and it's hanging by a thread. And she gives that to him, and then it keeps flying off the thing, and it's just on a chair, and it keeps flying in the wind and shit.
And the hanging piece of paper was really bothering Mayday.
Oh
so
God, it was bothering
he
me.
made
too.
him tear it off.
Dude,
and
because it was like, I mean, hanging on by a thread.
It was bad. It was like, fuck, come on, man. God damn it,
dude's a
Scotty.
fucking
It was
character.
it was a funny
Mr.
train wreck to watch.
Tango.
But like, you know what? How we say about the House of Goats, like they do all this ridiculous shit, but then when they play, you know, when he played, it was a good show and it was interesting to watch and good music.
Yeah, he
so
did
I
a good
agree
job.
with that. It was nice.
It's funny. Happy birthday, Scotty. You did well. Dude, it flooded like a motherfucker on Friday. Friday was like an eventful ass day.
Yeah, it was really bad. I fucking stayed at work 2.5 hours past my normal time because I was scared to go drive.
Yeah,
I
we
was
got that
downtown.
alarm. That is so fucking cool. The more people you're around, the more fun that is.
Oh, it went off. It scared the shit out of me. I heard it. I was like, uh-oh. And then like about 20 minutes later, my lights started flickering. I was like, oh, fuck, this is serious.
Yeah.
That's how I gauge this kind of shit, too. It's like, if my lights are flickering, that means there's some heavy shit coming down.
Storm was located over New Orleans and moving east at 30 miles per hour.
Wonder how many times that's going to happen this summer.
Oh, God, if this is what's to come.
That bitch came down.
God damn, huh? That was insane.
Still impressive to watch. I get a weird feeling in times like that. Like it's this weird feeling of almost excitement. Like this is cool. But then you own shit and you have to do shit and things cost money and cause problems. So you don't want anything bad to happen. But you do. You gotta be impressed by it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Just to watch your everyday routine or your landscape change like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you're looking out and there's shit floating down the road and stuff, it is a weird feeling. I remember as a kid, I loved it. You know, I didn't give a fuck about anything.
Right.
So I loved it when shit like this would happen. It's like, it's fun.
Oh, I agree. But it's kind of nowadays to me. I think I got a little PTSD after that one. You know what I mean?
It's a
kinda
pain in
like,
the ass, too. You're like, oh, this is like life could be life-changing bad. It's
Yeah.
only funny when it happens, but nothing
Right.
gets hurt.
Yeah. It's like,
when
man,
you
that
actually,
was wild.
Yeah, you actually see when it goes bad.
It's
But
weird.
you want it right up to that level where the potential for horribleness is there,
Right,
but it doesn't
right.
happen.
Yeah. In a way, I'm glad it doesn't, to be honest with you.
Well, no shit. But you're fucking entertained by it when it does, right?
To some degree, yeah.
You go outside and look at it like, holy shit, this is
definitely.
impressive.
And the fucking lightning was scaring the shit out of me.
Scared you?
Oh, yeah, I don't like lightning.
Oh, all right.
I don't-
Anybody who's hooked up to as much
Yeah,
electronics as you are.
me, It's like, yeah. Oh, dude. And, dude, I have a couple brownouts. I'm not going to lie.
Wait, you shit
Does
your
that mean
pants?
you shit your pants?
No?
No.
What does
That's
that
not
mean?
what that means?
A brownout, it's when the voltage gets so low that everything shuts down. Like
Oh.
the lights kind of... It's not like a
What?
full powered...
I
So
thought that was
that's
like
why
a
it's not
skid
a
mark.
blackout. Is that what you're saying? Because not black, it's brown.
Right.
You're racist.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Speaking of racist, dude, they had another school shooting out there.
Oh, no,
Right?
dude. That was insane.
And dude, it's weird to me because it seemed like I know I'm desensitized to them, and I think the public is too.
Oh, definitely.
Like, 'cause, man,
I definitely.
Like, I let it go. I'm like, man, Friday we were dealing with all that shit.
Yeah.
We were nonstop. Went to Sky
Yeah.
Scat Saturday, and I just never really had time. So today I'm like looking through the news just because we're doing this show, and I'm like, man, it wasn't like big. Like, it didn't dominate the news.
I know,
Like, they had equal parts of this fucking wedding that happened in another country with some fake fucking royalty people. And the Blue Bloods did that. And man, you really didn't see as much about this shooting that, you know, as you usually do.
The school shooting.
Thank you, Lazy Eye. I mean, am I right? I mean, it was
no,
only
definitely,
Friday,
because I
and it's
saw it
already
Friday,
like
it
third
was-
on the list of news.
Yeah, yeah. And then Saturday a little bit, but it was dominated by the fucking wedding. I mean, I saw one, seriously, when I scrolled down this morning, it was basically wedding.
Scroll down this morning.
One thing about the fucking, in Cuba, the fucking airplane went down and that killed 100 people. And then one thing about the fucking, or two things. I saw the NFL players going to donate for the fucking funerals. And then they're looking into, you know, they had school training or some shit. Some, you know, propaganda bullshit. And I'm like, God damn.
All I know is when I went and looked it up, all I found that was interesting, I'm like, holy shit, because I think it's kind of maybe a smart idea that they don't pump it up, because I think these are copycat crimes. I think the only thing that's changed from when they didn't have as many school shootings or hardly any at all to now when they have, it seems like so much that everybody's desensitized by, is the fact that they've had more. I think these are like copycat crimes. These kids are like emulating other kids, and it's a whole weird movement that it seems. And the one thing I found, I was like, this is kind of fucking interesting, is a certain electronic music that it seems like a lot of them are into. Fashwave. It's fascist and synthwave mixed together, and there's this like whole genre
What does that mean,
of music.
fascist mixed together? Like, fascist is a type of music?
It's a music for the alt-right. Like, they got this alt-right young, you know, kids. Like fucking Matt Brown's kid. They're
I don't
like,
think you're supposed to talk about that.
he's on Facebook doing it. I'm not saying anything that... Dude, it's true. Some people...
Put it
hey,
out there.
I mean, dude, they're making these groups, so now they're gonna have some kids that gravitate to that. Like, that's how it works. Like, you can't just have all these fucking little groups and everybody can have their group except that one group can.
Right.
Like, hey, whether you agree with these guys or not, or these girls or whatever, this whole young people movement, whether you agree with it or not, it's fucking tough shit, because you can go have your fucking little group over there. These are their little group. If everybody can have this fucking right to think what they want and freedom, then you know what? There's going to be groups like this. The music, though, I was like, what? That's what they listen to?
Yeah.
Like, it totally wasn't what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
Me neither.
Kind of remind me of, like, the Stranger Things music and stuff like that.
Definitely it is. Yeah, yeah.
But when you look at the advertisement for it and the artwork, it's a lot of glitch artwork, throwback 80s stuff, kind of just like we've been seeing with Ready Player One and you know, Stranger Things. And a lot of it has a lot of tie-in to fucking like Nazism, and that's what makes you fit, I guess, that genre. Because they really are like aiming towards this little fucking cult, you know, a new subculture, and they got their own music. Pretty weird. Fashwave.
Yeah,
That's the
I never
weirdest
heard
thing
of that.
I've ever heard of in my life.
One of the groups is called Cyber Nazi. Is that what we listen to right now?
It's Cybern Galactic Lebensraum.
Yeah, it probably means something in German, like white's all right or something. I don't
And
know.
then the other's called Perturbator New Model.
Yeah, that one I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, this is pretty sick.
It's pretty badass shit.
But since it's instrumental music, how do you know that there's a fascist message in there?
I guess the name of the songs and the artwork, I don't know. It's weird. I think it was just a way for them to market this kind of music. Like, and now it's got its little niche and an audience.
Yeah.
Great,
Yeah.
so electronic music is fucking fascist music? Are we fascist band now?
Only ones that are made like that. With that, I mean, they say you gotta, one, to fit into that category, you gotta use that retro 80s futuristic look with right-wing iconic, whatever.
Propaganda.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well.
But some of the music was cool. I'm like,
Oh, I agree.
But kind of fucking odd that
That's what they
there's
pulled.
like this whole subculture. There's things happen around us that we don't know, especially as you get older.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's kind of weird that it's like right there and it pops up and like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty fucking cool shit though.
Oh yeah.
They're almost like the death metal guys where they go and take them foreign words to
Yeah,
be
right.
like. They go, what is the language of a predominantly white country? Him, usually cold, and use some of their words to convey a message. Now it is time for Alley Investigation.
Welcome to Alley Investigations with your host, Alley. This week's investigation: why 9 Inch Nails are a bag of dicks.
They doing cover music now?
Oh, well, I didn't even think about that.
Oh.
I mean, they may as well be, because I think they sold the fuck out in one way or the other. For anybody who knows, apparently 9 Inch Nails are now like this touchy-feely band that wants everybody to promote like togetherness and like human contact. And they're calling their new tour Friends of the Physical World Presale, or this is like the name of this thing they're doing. It's called Friends to the Physical World, because like, and then they even had like this write-up about it that said like, yeah, actually, you actually have to like go in person and like speak to a person and like buy a ticket. Like they kind of, it seemed like they were being very condescending about people who want to buy a ticket online versus what they're trying to do. And I know I'm not really doing a good job of explaining this, so I'm going to start here and say their idea was to make people stand outside in a line on one day only in New Orleans and across the nation, so to speak, on one day where everybody had to stand in a fucking line, and you have to buy the tickets in person and they don't have it online. Like, you have to buy them there. And then they said if there's anything left over after this, then you can buy them online. But that's pretty much okay. So they fucking, first of all, they advertised that the tickets are going to be $85 for like the shittiest seats, then $125, then $165, then $175. But then when you get there, they give you this piece of paper and it says, if paying with credit card, please have your ID ready to show us. Information on the credit card must match the ID. You cannot purchase with someone else's credit card. There are no exceptions to this. For this pre-sale, we are discounting for cash. The prices if using a credit card are, so if you're using a credit card, it's $99.50 for the cheapest seats. It's $141.50 for the next seats. It's $183.50 for the next seats, and it's $194.50 for the next seats. So it's $20 more than they were advertising that it was. Then if you use cash, to like knock $5 off of each of those things, or $10 off of them. It depends on the level. But the lowest ticket, and my point is that the lowest price of a ticket that you're going to get is $94.50. And that's like the nosebleeds at the Sanger. So then it says the computer assigns the best available seats in the price level you request. If you want the seller to continue the search, the original seats may not be available if you want to return to them. There's a maximum of 4 tickets per person per show. There are no exceptions. You're able to buy for both shows in one transaction. Please check your tickets prior to leaving the window. There are no refunds, upgrades, or exchanges once tickets are purchased. So this whole thing, 9 Inch Nails made this whole thing about how they wanted people to have to go out there and talk to each other and network, and you stand in a line. It opens at 6 a.m. They had a rule that you can't go out there any earlier, so people are not camping out there overnight and all that shit. So you're supposed to show up at 6 a.m. and start getting in line, basically. But then they don't start selling the tickets physically until 10 o'clock. This is New Orleans. It's been 100 degrees every single day for the past however many days. I was like, are you crazy? So this happened Saturday. This was Saturday, the day that we went and saw Deadpool. So long story short, I have a little bit of inside information because I have people that went. Elvis from Rick Flavored Arsenal actually went. And he said that he didn't think there was anything wrong with it, and that it was completely great idea, and I'm going to meet some people to talk to, and it's going to be fine, and it won't be that hot, and
That dude needs some dick.
there'll be somewhere to use the bathroom, and it'll be, and I'm like, dude, okay. And he's like, yeah, so I'm going to go out there at 6 a.m., and I'm going to get tickets, hopefully, around 10 a.m. or whatever. He was there for 7 hours. 7 hours. I was like, okay, so it's like a whole work day, except at the end, you didn't get paid, you paid them. I think it's a horrible idea. I think Nine Inch Nails are douchebags for doing this. They're telling everybody that it's because they're trying to stop ticket scalping, and they want everybody to have a fair chance. They want their true fans to come out here and fight to the death over a fucking spot in this line and stand out there for 7 hours. And it's only one day, and you have to. Like, it's kind of like, this is the only way to get tickets. And I feel like that's them kind of making people jump through hoops. And it's almost kind of like I said, it was condescending language in the way that they were kind of trying to make people feel like if you had a problem with this, or if you don't want to do this, then you're an asshole. Elvis drove from Houma. So you do it in New Orleans because show's in New Orleans, but then that people who want to come see that show, you have to come physically there to get the tickets. So I got friends in Lafayette that want to go. So they have to drive 2 hours just to come buy a ticket. I
have no problem with what they did.
Really?
I have no problem with it. I have no problem with people standing out there for those tickets if they want. The only problem I have is that condescending, dickhead, fucking propaganda piece of why you should do that.
Right,
The
it's
truth is, and this is just my theory, is that they wanted to cut out Slave Nation completely and do it all on their own. And so the Sanger is an independent venue. It's not like owned by Live Nation, who owns Ticketmaster and everything. So they cut everybody out and made the maximum amount of money that they could possibly make. So, like, yeah, the scalpers aren't making money off of this show. And they will.
Yes, they still
They'll
will.
make more probably now because they made a higher demand ticket.
There's tickets for like $900.
But Ticketmaster's not making money and getting their surcharge. The only people making money on this is the Sanger and Nine Inch Nails.
Right.
So that's a genius idea. I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with some people going, yeah, I want to go stand outside and meet people and sacrifice 8 hours. Like, dude, I sacrifice 40 hours a week. And you know what? Then I determine how much I want to sacrifice those hours that I worked to go to this concert. So you're doing the same thing. This was like welfare line fucking support. Like, come and stand here and be totally unproductive and do absolutely nothing to benefit yourself or society and stand in this line instead of working and putting forth effort for 8 hours and spending that money on it. It's fucking dumb. It shows you how backwards this fucking society is. You know what? Is Trent Reznor going to get up there and do an acoustic set since they so much into fucking throwback?
Yeah,
and
like,
all
it's
these,
the old
all
school,
these
the
fucking
old
dumb
way
fucks
of
are going to
doing
be in an
things.
air-conditioned, climate-controlled building, listen to a dude play pretty highly advanced electronical fucking music with loop stations and fucking effects pedals and everything else. Like, you want to go throwback? Go watch a fucking Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young show in the middle of the fucking park or something and drink water out of a fucking running river. Like, give me a break. It's like the whole fucking thing was a lie, and then you have all these fucking people out there with this support for, yeah, this is great. And they just take the propaganda and fucking spit it out. And most of these fucks who do this are the people constantly thinking they're so much higher and above propaganda, and it's like, man, you fall victim to the
There's so
same
many people
shit.
online saying how great this was and
It's just dumb
how
people.
cool that Nine Inch Nails is bringing people together and forcing people.
I would
One
rather
lady
go
said
and
that-
do a job and do something that gives me self-worth and fucking put forth effort and having a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day
Well, good
than
for
go
you.
wait in line in a welfare line to be handed something.
Good for
And
you. This is
that's
my
what this is.
investigation. So they had people
Well, fuck
online.
off.
One lady said, "You do
Your
that
shit's
to me all
every
the time.
fucking
You do
detail
that
that we
me
didn't
all
need
the
to know
fucking time."
anymore.
No, I'm telling the fucking investigation. That's where the details come from. I learned fucking details about shit, and I'm giving the inside information to the listeners. Wanted to tell y'all I was on Facebook, and people are kind of going back and forth, and some people did feel the same way I did, that it was douchey way of going about it. And this one lady was like, anybody bitching about this, y'all are just lazy. And I'm like, oh, it's lazy to not want to go fucking stand in the heat for 7 hours to get a fucking ticket that ends up being $20 more expensive than advertised originally. And I was like, Elvis, how did you get back to your spot when you had to go to the bathroom? He said, oh, this Sanger took care of that. They did a great job. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I don't really know how that worked. But he tells me that he doesn't regret it at all, and it seemed fine, like no big deal. I'm like, well, I'm glad some people feel that way.
everybody's different.
I
I
would
would-
never do that. I don't
Me
care
neither.
what band it was. I don't care if it's my favorite band in the world. I would never do it ever. It's degrading. It's like, to me, it's just like, you're gonna make me go stand in some herd of people and fucking in the heat and beg for fucking at 6. Not only that, to have to go there that early in the morning like that and make me wake up. People woke up at 2:30, 3:30, and then another thing is they broke the rules because we had the Tackets who were saying they were going to get tickets, and they said, "Do y'all want us to get you some tickets?" Right? Did that happen? Why we're not supposed to talk about that? You're looking at me with a crazy face. I'm
don't
talking
know.
to you.
You're a
I'm looking
fucking
at
detailed
you.
person.
I'm
I don't know
talking
what to
you. I'm
say.
looking- Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the Tackets were gonna take. They were like, dude, we're going. I'm like, well, if you're going, yeah, fucking grab
Right.
some
So we
for
said,
me.
okay,
Like,
fine. If
I
they're
ain't doing
willing to
it.
do that, we're going to give them some extra money for their trouble. And hey, okay, that's very nice of them to do that. They got there, and it was like 5:30, 5:45, and he said that the line was already wrapped all the way around the fucking block. So people didn't follow the rules. So they that fucked you too, because it's like you went there under false pretenses once again. And a lot of people, I think, really got fucked over. And
Good, but
I
those
think
people
it
wanted to be
sucks.
fucked over.
No, I think that they really like Nine Inch Nails. They want to talk about a real fan. I think anybody that really put themselves through that, like, that's a fan of this band,
really
and that's
like
how you
Nine
treat
Inch
your
Nails, but
fans.
I ain't doing that.
That's how you treat your fans, though.
What are you
like,
looking for? Why?
to tell them to do something like that, jump through all these weird hoops to get tickets? That's shitty.
Who cares? They wanted to make as much money as they possibly
Well, I don't want
could.
to go. Like, that's why I'm glad that he wasn't able to get them now, because like I don't even want to support those motherfuckers.
Really? I
Like,
can
yeah.
give a fuck less. I still like the music's incredible, and Trent Reznor
Well, I
is
can
fucking
watch it
super
on
talented.
fucking TV.
I don't like him enough to go wait in line
Or
at Disney
whatever.
World to ride
YouTube or
fucking Space
fucking-
Mountain one time. Like, fuck all that. But that's me. I understand. Like, when people are going out there to do it, like,
And can I say one more thing, too?
I don't mind it at all. I
guess
just
not,
don't.
even though
I
it's my
just don't like the being lied to. Like, I think that's the part of the story to where I'm like, that was fucked up. You took a fucked up situation. You knew you were gonna do this to people, and you did the whole political thing where you made people want to be fucked.
And made them feel guilty, like, oh, well, if you must not be interacting with other humans. This is a physical world, and we need. It's like, oh wow, that's what it is now.
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
bet
using
you-
the internet's so evil.
I bet
like,
you Trent never called for takeout and had it delivered.
no, he goes physically up there
Oh,
and
right.
orders at
He's
the
old
table
school.
and
Walks
orders.
in
Doesn't even go
fucking-
to the drive-thru. He goes up to the thing.
I
and-
always thought of him kind of being like an antisocial recluse too. Maybe I made that all up, but he seemed
Maybe.
like one of those people that could sit in his studio and not deal with people. He didn't seem like a very personable person. You never heard about Trent out partying
Oh, yeah.
or the great things in social gatherings he went to and nonprofit organization that he's out there, building a house
Supporting,
with
yeah.
a group of less fortunate. You never heard that about him. And it's like, oh, all of a sudden, though, because you got this show, you want to roll the clock back to fucking 1985.
Okay, the last thing I'll say is that if they were playing at the arena like Radiohead, that would have been fucking awesome. They're playing at the Sanger, which is a beautiful venue.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
But when we watched that Pussifer, no, it's not going to be great.
Oh,
you know what?
true.
You're like short as me almost. Like, we're not going to be able to see. Everybody's going to stand up, and you just can't see. And I don't think you're allowed to stand on your seat, but then the person behind you gets fucked. Unfortunately, the Sanger, the way that it's laid out, you can't fucking see.
That wasn't that great for a concert.
It was terrible for Pussifer.
It's definitely a little more intimate.
It was
since
okay
it's
when
gonna
I
be
saw
smaller.
Tori Amos there because everybody was sitting down. But Pussifer, we couldn't see anything once everybody started standing up.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's kind of a problem.
I still think the show's gonna be awesome. I just think it was shitty to be lied to,
I think it was shitty too, and it just, to me, it's the principle of it. Like, I'm glad. I'm
and
not
very
going.
disappointing to watch. I thought Nine Inch Nails fans would kind of be, I don't know, upper level thinkers. I don't even know if half of these people are Nine Inch Nails fans. They just are now because this became like a
Yeah,
thing
they thought
to
this
do.
was like so cool and
became
so
a cool
edgy.
thing to
Like,
do.
yeah, everybody was like, "Y'all don't remember standing in line to buy tickets in 1995?" I'm like, "No, I don't remember."
I
that."
have. I've done that. And the only band
Is
I
that a
did in
rewarding
19...
Yeah, but you were a
experience?
kid, I'm
Oh,
sure.
yeah. In 1998, I was 17.
Yeah, you were a
And I
kid.
stood in line at Maison Blanche, which is the old Target.
I
or
remember
the new
Maison
Target.
Blanc. Yeah.
And I got there at 6, got tickets, I think, right at 9. And it wasn't the worst, but it made me appreciate the tickets more. I went to go see Tool with the Melvins at UNO, and that was like a very rewarding conquer.
Right, but that was before they had this technology. Tool wouldn't do that
Before
now.
they had that. They didn't even have
Now we
that
have
up
like
out
incredible
of it.
technology. I got one more question. Let me just put this last thing. I have one more question.
I had one more statement
How
to
did they not have another way to prevent scalping? That's why it's bullshit.
They're not doing it because
I
like
know,
you can't
but people
resell the
believe
ticket
that.
right now.
They
Well,
are.
I'll say this. One thing I am glad about is dude, the scalping has gotten out of control.
Really?
In my opinion. Oh,
we
yeah.
didn't have any trouble getting Radiohead tickets. I had to pay like $100 more, not like $1,000.
That's supply and demand, though.
Yeah, but when they're doing it and they're buying hundreds of tickets and then they're raising the prices instantly, that to me is just...
Can only get what people pay for.
I guess, but I don't know. It just feels like there's a certain limit that it's like, man, now you're getting fucked. You know what I mean?
You always
I feel like you get way more
know?
fucked now. If you look online right now for 9 Inch Nails tickets, they are $900+. Like, this is way worse than the scalping was for Radiohead. I only paid like $200 a ticket for us. But dude, they're charging $200 a ticket regular for this 9 Inch Nails show too.
Yeah, but is that right?
Then
front and
that's how
center?
much it should cost. Like, you have limited seating. How do you judge who can come in and who can't?
I'll say this.
Like,
if
what,
I was,
because you
What
stood
I'm
in
saying
line, you
is
got there the earliest, so you deserve to come in? Or, to me, money is the
saying-
weight of value in this fucking society.
I agree.
and
I don't think I'd pay it. I'm not saying I wouldn't pay it.
I wouldn't,
would.
but I can if somebody else
Yeah,
would,
we
then
wanted
that's
to
what
pay.
it should
Not
cost.
$900. I'm saying I would pay $200 if it's going to be a good show and it's something I really want to see. My point is, you don't even get the opportunity because of how fucked up they make it. So now, when you try to buy a ticket online, it's going to be $900 and you can't absolutely
Because
go.
that's what it's worth.
No,
and
it's
you
not
just
worth
can't.
that to
You
me.
don't deem it's worth it to you. But obviously, if it sells for that much, you could go in there the day of the show and get a ticket for maybe $60. You never know. Like, that's how it works. But that's to me, I don't see nothing wrong with
I
that.
don't see
Is
that
a
happening.
price adjustment. Like, how else do you determine who can come in and who can't? A limited space. Like, you have fucking gun battles outside? No, you do it with currency now because it's like that's the standard of the
No,
playing
but if-
field.
okay.
What?
There has to be a way that through Ticketmaster and through like whatever these companies are to prevent people from buying such large amounts at one time. That would solve the problem because when you go on to a pre-sale, when you go on to a pre-sale, or I've bought a ton of tickets to things and I go at 10 o'clock, I'm like, boom, I'm on there. I'm trying. It can be difficult. But my point is you can get tickets and you can get tickets at the price that they are from the venue. And then if you're not fast enough, yeah, you'll have to go on StubHub and find some. That's what I do for Radiohead. But for plenty of other shows, I just went on and I got them. My point is that if they could find a way to stop people from buying them up so fast and then you can't get in, that's the only answer. And that cannot be difficult to do. There has to be a way. Like, that's their
I don't
fail.
think there needs to be a way.
That's
I think
their
it's
fail.
legalized gambling. If you buy 100 tickets to something and the show bombs and nobody wants to go and you can't get what you paid for them for, then you eat it and you don't make money off of it. But if you take your money and invest it and buy a bunch of tickets that you think are going to be worth more and they are worth more, then you make money off of that because you took a risk. Like, I don't understand the big deal with it. The places like the Sanger and 9 Inch Nails, they're mad because they're not in that game, and the people who are playing that game are going, look, you buy precious metals and you buy them at a low price and try to sell them higher, and that's the way money is generating. So it's the same thing with these tickets. It's just adjusting the price to what they should be.
That's fine. Fuck
So-
9 Inch Nails. That's all I got to say.
All right, I ain't mad at it. I'm just like,
I
they're
am.
playing the fucking game and they're doing it. And hey, if your music's that good enough and people like it enough, then fucking congratulations. Like,
I'm not sure I
They'll
do.
definitely sell out on that one. I mean,
They already did, I'm sure.
What, sell out? What is selling
All
out?
the tickets.
If he stops making music that I like and you've sold out, I don't like it.
no,
no
I'm
more.
talking about that. I'm talking about sell
The
out.
show's selling
Yeah,
out.
the show.
Oh yeah,
in November.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very small venue for an act of the
And
size
they
of
did do
9
2
Inch
nights.
Nails.
They did do 2 nights, but
9
still
Inch
it's
Nails
small.
could have played the arena
That's
easily.
what I'm saying. That's what they should have
nights.
done.
Right, but they wanted to play here, which I think is a better show. And
Yeah, and
that-
they did so they could make more money. That's
and you
the
never
only
know.
reason.
You could have shit with like Slave Nation involved and shit. Like things at that level start getting real complicated with
I
these big
understand.
giant corporations. If Trent's trying to cut him out, then it limits you and what you can do. And he's probably like, look, let's make the same amount of money, do it here 2 nights, and fucking cut out a bunch of other companies.
Yeah,
That's
but
what-
meanwhile, putting people that want to come see you through a whole bunch of bullshit. And I
no,
think
they
that's shitty.
liked it.
Some of them didn't.
Well, then sorry for them.
I
Like,
would have
is
been
nobody
fucking
torturing
pissed
these
if I went
people?
there under false pretenses, got stuck out there for 7 hours.
And
I would've
that's
been
why you
fucking
didn't
pissed.
do it.
Obviously.
Okay, so what are you mad about? Because some people did?
I think it was a terrible fucking thing to do.
Oh, yeah, I would disagree. I think
Well,
it was
too
terrible
bad.
to
You can
lie to
have what
people
you
and
think.
try to and convince
Right,
them
the
one
whole
thing.
thing was.
All right. Mayday, what you got to say, buddy? I yell at you now. Oh, no, we're going to do it.
Oh, yeah. Yanni?
Oh boy, you're infected too.
Yanny, first of all.
Are we gonna argue about that then?
I'm just letting y'all know.
Oh.
Or Laurel? What is it?
It's Laurel.
It's both.
It's not.
Yes, it is both.
The weird thing is, it's an infection, dude. The zombie outbreak it's now stored
Because
inside
it's
of
an interesting
everybody.
concept.
Dude, I
Some
turned on
people-
the NBA game. They were doing it on the NBA game. I get my truck the next morning to fucking drive to work. They're doing it on the radio show on 870. I turn on Ginger and the Bee and the Sunday Buzz. They're doing it on there.
Oh, are you serious?
And now we're doing it here.
Ah.
The
right.
zombie apocalypse is.
Do y'all understand
close.
why it's
I feel
both,
like the
though? I'm
winter
sure
storm.
Mayday does.
Wait, why is it dumb?
No, why it's both.
Well, let's hear it.
Okay.
Let's reset for a second. Ready?
Laurel. Laurel. Laurel.
All right.
Laurel.
All right, dude, we infected already.
Yeah,
All right.
right. Keep
Please,
shooting
I've
our
heard it
thumb up.
enough.
All right. I think the whole thing is dumb. I got involved with it because it was audio, and it's kind of like, all right, let me at least. I heard enough about it where I was like, let me at least hear what the hell they're talking about, right?
Right.
So
Somebody
like,
can dissect an audio file. It would be you.
yeah, right. So I listened to it on my iPhone first, and it had me thinking it was Yanni at first, right?
Yanny.
Whatever it is, Yanni. the
Allie,
guy.
I'm really pretty sure
The guy
that you can't.
pronounces it Yanny.
I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure you can't tell Mayday what he heard.
No, I'm pretty sure he wrote it down and doesn't remember it's Yanny.
According
that's
to his
all.
mom.
Anyway, go ahead.
So everybody listening on their iPhones or their Androids, whatever, their cell phones,
Right.
is only hearing one side of the story. Then I decided to take it a step further and listen to it on my big speakers, my full range
Oh,
system,
right, gotcha.
So then I heard something interesting, right? I heard the low end of it.
Right,
That
that's
you
what I'm
couldn't
saying.
hear at first, right? So the low end is the Laurel part, right? So technically, Allie is right, that it is Laurel and Yanni. It's just two things put on top, and one sucked the high end out, and then one only has low end, right? But what everybody doesn't realize is that you shouldn't have stopped there, because then I took it a step further.
Oh, did you?
I did, actually. This
All right.
this is where it got interesting. So there's actually, I had it written down what I had to do. So if you separate the high and lows and then flip it out of phase, put some compression on it, you process the mid side of it, and then you pull out a little, you got to fuck with the delay, the timing of it, to get it. There's a third thing in there.
To get
There's
it
a
as
third-
pure as it could be.
Correct, because the two things now, it's almost like a triangle. There's a
it
third
canceling
part,
it out.
right? So then when you adjust it and
Yeah,
do all
yeah.
this processing,
You can hear it at
there's
its
a
natural
third,
state.
right? And it's a subliminal message.
Oh, I knew it.
Right?
I knew
Dude,
it.
There's some shit going
Yeah,
down.
I knew
There's
it. That's
some
what happens. Is
reprogram-
why people start repeating it and saying
right.
it all the
they're
time.
infected. They're definitely infected, right? And it's taken the internet. It's a little scary because it's such a primitive message about what it is, and that it's taken everybody.
And they're not
by
even
storm.
realizing it.
No, at all. And
They don't
it's-
even
and
know
it's-
this is inside of them.
Right, and so few people have the ability, nor would take the time to do this, that it frightened me a little bit.
This is
I'm
like breaking news. Then
this is big.
You're
breaking
really.
news.
This is big news.
Yeah, this is big shit, right? So I actually did all that and then recorded just the third message that you kind of can't hear. You
The
know what I mean?
antidote.
The antidote, right? And
Oh,
ladies
boy.
and gentlemen, here you're gonna hear first what that antidote and that third part of Yanni versus Laurel is.
Pussy.
Oh, what?
That's it.
Holy
Pickle
shit.
infected it.
It was pickle
It
the
was
whole
pickle
time.
the whole time. Ready? One more time.
Pussy.
There it is.
That's it, ladies
Boy.
and gentlemen. I mean,
The
pickle.
birth rates are gonna skyrocket.
God, right? I can't believe it, dude. What a
Unbelievable.
mastermind.
Jeez. All right, that's good.
I can't believe that happened, man. And it was an interesting trek. I think it was one of those that I enjoyed. I equally enjoyed the outcome of it, but the going through it. And how many people actually are arguing
I've
over
dissected that.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like one of
insane.
them something that comes visual, right? You got a
Right.
picture, and I do bring it into the Photoshop and try to fuck with it.
Right, to see what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's usually multiple layers, right?
Right. Like most
Yeah.
people can't zoom into that capability
Right.
or distort
yeah.
it or fuck with the brightness and
Right.
shit. That's where when you got an investigation, you're like, all right, I'm fucking
Yeah, I had
graphics
to.
guy. I got to get
Yeah,
into this
yeah,
picture.
yeah.
Man, you did a good job with the audio. It sounds
Thanks.
just like Pickle saying pussy.
Oh, dude, it was freakish when I heard it. Like, but you gotta
Like,
do
I
so
heard
many
this
things.
before.
Yeah, and it took me by storm. And actually, NJ walked in and was like, "I know that voice," and I was like, "Really?" And she told me, and I was like, "That is Pickle."
He's saying pussy.
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 Wow, that really explains it.
All right,
Right?
it's good, man.
Oh man,
Good
I couldn't
job.
believe it. I was really taken aback, and I'm glad that I participated in that because I never really participated in.
Yeah, you're
any of that.
infected.
You know what I
Me
mean?
too.
But it
We're
was
gonna be
good.
like Winter Soldier.
Was Winter Soldier? I don't know what that is.
They implanted all them words.
Right.
They get them trigger words.
Yeah. Who said trigger?
Yeah, watch. All these fucking Yanny Laurel freaks. They don't know. All you gotta do is go pussy. And then that's it. You're free.
The
Mind
one you
control's
played
broken.
on here was just Laurel. I listened to it, but on my phone I could hear both of them.
Oh, you can hear. I've heard it. I checked it.
The thing I read, the guy who supposedly the audio clip came from said it was Laurel. It was always Laurel, but due to a poor quality of the recording, that depending on what you're listening to and what frequencies you're cutting out, you're gonna hear different things. And people with hearing damage, like they gotta hear different things
Oh,
if you
yeah,
can't hear certain
definitely.
frequencies.
And if you're playing it on your phone, you're hearing a quarter, maybe even like an eighth of what you're really supposed to hear.
It was amazing to me how much people love to be divided on it.
Oh,
And then argue about it like they were right.
Yeah.
Like there's like, come on, man, this
Yeah, it's
is a fucking
subjective.
something. Yeah,
All right. It's some fucked up
they loved
sound.
it though, man. It really was on every fucking thing.
I
Everybody
know.
did. Every
I
show
saw
did.
it. I
You
found it
couldn't-
on CBS.
couldn't help but to
listened
talk
and I
about
was
it.
like, you kidding me?
You seen it those other places. When it made
I
it
saw
on the fucking NBA, dude, they got the pregame. It's only like 15 minutes long. They don't have that much time, and
yeah.
that's what they spend time doing. I was like, holy shit, people are infected bad. And it's spreading quick.
Yeah.
Like
Pussy
Real
goes
fucking
everywhere.
quick.
Real
pickle
fucking
everywhere, same pussy.
Right?
Crazy. That dude's
Pickle
out of
is
control.
everywhere. I'm everywhere, baby. I'm everywhere.
Yeah, well, at least we got the antidote now.
Right?
Dude, one thing I don't have the antidote for is fucking baseball, bro. Holy shit. This is the last thing. We're going to end on a downer note. Dude, we went to a Baby Cakes game. What the fuck, man? I had a couple of fucking things I'd throw out there. And it ain't the first pitch. All right? What the fuck is wrong? Dude, how do people like baseball, period? Even baseball played at a high level with like the pros?
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
don't
boring
get
as
it.
shit.
Oh, I think so too.
I
You?
played one summer and I was like, I never
I don't
want
know
to
how
play this again.
those guys on the field, they're bored.
Oh,
they're like, this
God.
is stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we're going to wait 30 minutes to bat again,
Right.
maybe. Like,
Yeah.
oh, there's 3 pitches. Oh, fuck, that went quick. Back to go stand in the field. Like, the only person doing anything kind of fun is the pitcher and the catcher,
No,
right?
I used to play the catcher. The catcher's not fun.
Really?
Catcher's the
but
worst
they at the
fucking one.
pros, they're giving them the different pitches. It seems like a little strategy.
No,
you got to
because
catch
you got
the
to bend
ball.
down, and then every
Oh,
time,
all
and
squatted up in somebody's. You got
and
one
then-
dude's dick by the back of your head, another dude's ass in your face.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And
that's
usually
a shit living.
when we got into the fucking playoffs,
No.
I actually had the ump behind me, and it was a tight kind of corner.
Oh, he's got his
And
head all above
and,
yours
Oh,
and-
dude, then he's like, he threw a wild ball, and I
Oh.
didn't catch it in time, and he fucking like the ump got hit. I'm like, well, he's in a baseball game. Like, what
That's
do
why
you
he's got the
expect?
mask on.
Right, and that giant, he had the
Yeah.
giant like big thing on me, and he was like
Oh.
working on it. I was like, get the fuck.
Dude, and it's played in the summer.
Oh, dude, it was so.
I figured
fucking
out why they
hot.
call it a pastime, though, because it's just pastime for old white men.
Seemed like time was passing pretty fucking slow to me.
Yeah, it was. And then whenever they made them seats out of them, they like conduct heat. so they sit in the sun all day and get heat.
Oh.
And then something weird happens to me every time we get there, right?
All right.
And the fucking sun is still blazing.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
sun
Ooh,
is
it's
like,
blazing,
represent.
yeah.
You got another hour of me, right?
Right.
And you're hot as fuck. And then we'll usually get up and go get food and like
Right.
get out the sun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take
And
a
it
little
kinda,
cooler.
And it's
Yeah.
got a little breeze and it starts
Right.
getting nighttime and it
Yeah.
feels okay. You're like, all right, oh man, we made it past that. And then we sit down. And before the end of the game, I'm burning up again.
Oh, yeah,
Burning
Because it's like,
down the
I think the
house.
heat that's radiating out of you from accumulating through the day can't go through that seat.
Those
like the
seats
seats don't
conduct
breathe.
heat, so it the seats in that fucking Zephyr Stadium is like
I'm sure.
thick
They're, like,
plastic, and
heated.
it becomes warm, and like
yeah.
my legs were sticking to it. It was disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Was
that's
there any
rough.
breeze, like any kind of breeze?
Not
going
much, and then
through
they
it?
started
So it's-
swarming towards the end too.
I was
a few of
hoping
them
that was going to
termites.
get out of control. I wanted like apocalyptic swarms out there. I was
It
like, at
wasn't
least
as
this would
bad
be
as last
interesting.
time.
It'd be like the flood. I'd
Yeah.
at least be like, holy shit, this sucks, but this is intense.
And like we got there early for some reason, and like it was just us walking up with my boss, and then like we were just kind of awkward. I'm like, man, this is so weird. Like, why do we come to this? Like, I feel bad because like we're going there because it's a firm event and it's togetherness. But I hate the baseball games. It's my least favorite thing ever. And the fact that they're called the fucking baby cakes.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
breaks
That's the
my
gayest
fucking
name
I just
ever.
can't like. Huh?
I mean, it's supposed to be like, come on.
It's supposed to be what?
It is dumb. It's supposed to be fucking dumb. It's dumb. But the dumbest thing is that they're playing baseball out there. I think I would rather watch soccer than baseball.
There's nothing wrong with soccer.
I'd rather watch baseball than soccer.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because you're racist.
I'd rather watch fucking basketball. I don't understand why we don't go to the goddamn
I'd rather watch
basketball.
fucking football out of anything. If I'm gonna be out there watching something,
Really?
give me some goddamn fucking football. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like football mainly because it's such a strategy-based game. You know what I mean? It's like it's the same thing. It's the same teams on a piece of land, and they're basically trying to get to the other person's fucking territory. You know what I mean? It's like divide and conquer in a way.
The baseball to me is like waiting out for them 9 Inch Nails tickets. Because, like, any good, like, dude, there's shit sporting events. You can go to a good football game, you can go to a good basketball game. Once a game gets
Right.
competitive
Yeah,
and
yeah.
is an exciting game, I can
Agreed.
see a fucking ping pong match could be exciting to watch. You know what I'm saying? But I think with baseball, it's like to endure that fucking standing in that line for that long for the big payoff,
yeah.
big ninth inning or
Right.
whatever,
Yeah.
home run hit. It ain't worth it. Like, fuck that. At least football, in a good game in a good stadium, a football and basketball game's incredible. And
I
not
agree.
every game's like that. Thing I love about basketball is you'll get a moment like that sometimes in the third quarter or second quarter. It might not be the end of the game that gave you that moment, but when that team goes on that winning run,
yeah.
that's exciting shit. And you just watch it like, oh, they ain't coming back from 20.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
they didn't score 20 points any quarter in this game. They ain't gonna do it in the
now,
fourth.
Right.
But yeah, baseball. I would definitely not go to the baseball game.
Yeah, it was
Every
pretty
time I think of that, I think
excruciating.
of this shit.
What?
Major League.
Oh, if it was Major League?
Yeah, with Charlie Sheen.
Major
like
League.
Charlie Sheen
The
on
best
Coke
thing
Up.
baseball ever produced was Major League.
Oh yeah, and Wesley Snipes.
Fuck you, Joe Boo. Do
Oh,
it
I
yourself.
love that. Yeah, him. Isn't he like the fucking All-State guy now?
I don't know. Yeah, that was the best thing with baseball. Well, good shit. Don't forget to check out Orifist out there, man.
Kiss or a fist? Which one's it gonna
Right.
be after the show, Zartone? Get
don't
ready,
know.
baby.
We'll have to see.
Which one's it gonna
Dude,
be?
next week, author, musician, movie star Ted Torres will be here on Not Real Radio. I'm excited to talk to him. The Blanket Trilogy. We're gonna find out about his books and see. I think he said he quit music. We're gonna have to find out about that.
That's right.
Till then, keep it not real.